Make it loud right now for my friend, Josh Johnson!
Is this really happening? Is this really happening? Was a thing that I found myself saying. I was with my friends and we were hiking, which was a mistake. Hiking, I don't hike often. Even the first time I went hiking was a bit of a trick, because they said it was a walk. Which is technically not a lie, but it's not the walk I was anticipating. You can walk places. I could walk here. Hiking is going up nature steps for no reason. I'm not being a hater, by the way. If you like to hike, hike. Go take a hike. But if you want me to hike with you, I don't know why. Maybe I'm just good enough company that they're like, oh, we'll miss them. Let's hike together. As soon as I'm walking up, we have a problem. I like a walk. I like to go on a walk. That's how they got me. As soon as I'm walking and the steps are not, we've figured out steps. We have figured out the rise and the run that'll actually be decent on your hips. You want to get some exercise? Walk up that thing that Rocky ran up. This thing, I was like, eventually I'm like, where are we going? And they're like, to see the view. It's a beautiful day. We figure we go for a hike to see the beautiful view. And I'm like, oh, because you called it a walk. And then we hike, and we hike. I think about how the word hike got started. It's probably somebody going up for no reason, seeing somebody coming down, because that's the other thing. Whenever you go hike, there'll be people who already hiked that you'll see on the way, and they'll give you hope. It's sick. It's sick. They will give you hope because now that it's easier to go down. You can fall down. It's easy to go down. So then the people that hiked up already, they were already tall. They were already there. And then now they turn around, and when they see you, you'll ask a question, like I ask a question, because I'm not enjoying hiking. So then I'm like, how much further? And I hate the way I ask. It's not exactly a manly way to ask. I'm not even putting on any like tough face. I'm like, how much further? And then they're like, you're almost there, and it's beautiful. Two lies in one sentence. Two. It feels like you're almost there to them because they turned around. They're going down now. It's easy. Going down is, smooth. They forgot when they were where we are. They've turned around. They don't even care how long it takes to get down because you're always almost down. If you get real tired of walking down, you can lean. Gravity will take care of the rest. It's gonna be beautiful. And then you keep walking. And then eventually you see another person. And you're like, huh, that's crazy. I probably shouldn't see another person because I was almost there when I saw the last person. And you see the next person, the next person, just as optimistic. It's gross. Just as happy. I barely even got out the sentence to the next person. It's much further. And they're like, oh, it's just a little bit further, and beautiful. Don't ever do that for anything but food. Don't stop acting like you can taste experience. The view, like. Did you walk up with your mouth open? Why? What's wrong with you? And luckily, this person, this liar, had a friend, a reluctant friend, a friend like me. Because they were like, oh, no, you're going to love it. You're almost there. It's beautiful. And then their friend was like, friends over here. Which is also crazy. I was like, why would they just telling us with their eyes? Like, clearly, I don't know. It felt like they were in a relationship. Or one of them was trying to be. Like, that was a weird get out signal. It was a weird, like. You know when somebody shakes their head and the jowls really go like. We go up. We go up. We go up. And then I see another person. I see another person. And they're coming down. And when I see them, I'm like, I love. And who knows? Maybe it was like looking to them. Maybe we were having a very specific moment. Maybe they used to be like me because they somehow, genuinely, they somehow understood me. And they were like, it's right behind me. Kept walking down. And then we get up there and I see the view. That is cloudy. I walked all the way up here to see stuffing. Like it looked like, you know, like when a dog rip up a toy real good. Bunch of white clouds, some gray. I didn't know we walked this high. At one point I had to ask myself, I'm like, am I still alive? Like this. Is this happening? Is what was going through my head when I saw it coming at us. This turtle. The turtle was coming at, and not just a turtle coming at us, a turtle was coming at us fast. None of this should be happening. I'm at the top of a mountain with a fast turtle locking in on me. The turtle is coming so fast. And when I tell you fast, I don't mean fast for a turtle. I mean actually fast. I mean it like almost broke my brain. Fast. A turtle. And not like fast, like, not like storybook fast, not like sloppy fast, which felt faster. It was really like flip, 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 but at like warp speed. It's crazy. It was, guys, y'all, listen. I was losing my mind because it wasn't like, you know what I mean? It wasn't fast the way a roach can be fast. It was fast like a turtle put on fast forward. This turtle is over here coming directly at me. And so appropriately, I scream. And this is what sucked about that day. I'm already out of breath from my walk up. So I can't breathe enough to scream, and I'm also scareder than I've been in several days. Because a turtle is zooming at me fast. And so then I've got my phone in my hand, and this is the worst part, okay. So I scream, but I scream with the phone in the hand. And when you, maybe this is like a man thing. Maybe this might sound insane to some of y'all. But as a man, when you scream and you're genuinely scared, you hope you don't have anything in your hands. Because the way your hands shake the thing in your hands betrays how scared you are. If I scream, but I don't have anything in my hands, I'm like, ah! That's life. I had my phone in my hand, so I had a visible representation of how terrified I was, because the phone is like, ah! If the phone had moved a centimeter in my hand, it'd be like, he's not even really that scared, he's just surprised. The phone moved easily 1.5 feet. Ah! And then I seemed insane to my friends because I saw it first. So for them, I'm someone who they admittedly tricked into hiking, and I was huffing and puffing, and everyone we saw was like, how much further? How much further? And now we're at the top, and they're mad too. All they see are clouds. We probably shouldn't have done this. There's plenty of places to exercise. And then they're looking out at this disappointing view, and they hear, ah! It would have been better if I had dropped my phone, because I'm screaming and I'm back, ah! And then the turtle is coming at me. And then everybody sees it. And this is where I lose people and people lose me, because then this is where the story gets muddy, right? Because we all ran. Everybody ran. I turned around, everybody with me. So we were all scared. And everybody ran, right? But then, after we run, after we're safe, now they want to tell me that wasn't a turtle. I saw it first. I saw it the longest. I decided what it was. And I'm not I'm not even saying I decide what it was because I'm always right. I'm just saying I think I should get to decide what it is because I was staring at it the longest and it was coming right at me. Terrifying stuff, you know? Do you like care? Do you, like not about that. Do you like do you No, do you care? Because okay, there are things that happen sometimes that no one can agree on like the proper etiquette for how to handle because there's enough going on socially that people start making up rules as they go to sort of get through life. And then after a while, you know, now that we're not like in the wilderness anymore, and now that we have like modern technology, now there's a little bit of breakdown. There's a little bit of breakdown in like what's proper etiquette, right? So for me, this is my thing, and I'm not asking you, don't say anything out loud. Answer the question in your head, because I cannot tell, and I've had countless arguments about this. Is it messier to answer the phone on speakerphone and not tell somebody they're on speakerphone? Or is it messier to call somebody knowing you want to talk mess and there's a possibility of being on speakerphone? It's hard to tell. They're both not good. It's happened many times. Many times I've been in the car with somebody and they throw speakerphone on. They either are, you know, trying to drive responsibly, or they just love answering on speakerphone because they love having their hands free and they don't have their AirPods in or whatever, right? One time, I was with some friends and they were calling some family. We're in the car and family member picks up. But it's not who they call, it's the kid. The kid calls, it's like, hi. And we're like, hey, how you doing? Like, oh, I'm good. And this kid doesn't care that they're on speakerphone. They don't have anything to say that's like, you know, hush hush. But they're like, what are you doing? And the kid is like, oh, I'm just eating hot dogs and sitting on toilet. Okay. Okay. Good talk, buddy. Many times it's been, you know, conversation, calling, answer, speakerphone. I personally think that if I call you and you pick up and I'm on speakerphone, speakerphone should be my last name. You're on speakerphone should be my last name. Hey, Josh, you're on speakerphone. A simple warning. And I'm not even like messy like that, but still, what if something happens in real time? I should know when I'm in mixed company and when I'm in the company of the person that I called. I wasn't in the car for this one. But, okay. Let's just call them, Mark and Sarah. Mark had been away on some business, and this was back in the day before like Uber. So you really needed somebody to pick you up from the airport if you didn't park your car at the airport beforehand. You know, you could call a taxi, but it'd be quite a while and everything, right? And so Sarah's mom picked up Mark at the airport, and they had schemed together to surprise Sarah with him being back in town early, because she was already supposed to have a little picnic with her mom, and it was just going to be one of those picnics where it's like the mom comes and she's like, "Who's that behind you?" "It's Mark." "Oh, wow." Before YouTube, so it wouldn't have gone viral. And so then Sarah's mom, thinking it would be like a cute little thing to like tee up what they were about to do, calls Sarah just to be like, "Hey, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm good. I'm excited for our picnic." "Oh, so am I. Have you talked to Mark today?" "No, I haven't talked to him today." "Oh, okay. I was just wondering." Just, a little primer for the surprise, right? And so she calls her, and she's on speakerphone, and Sarah picks up, and she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Excited for our picnic." "Oh, so am I. Have you talked to Mark today?" "No. We haven't talked today. And honestly, it's probably important that we do, because I don't know." I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's just hard. I feel like the spark is like gone. Like it's just, and maybe you went through this thing with Dad, but just, I don't know, like sometimes he's gone and I'm like, all right. This doesn't really feel like it used to or anything. And even when he gets back, I'm like, not that excited. I should be more excited. I don't know, like it's probably, we should probably get a divorce. Like if I've been feeling this way for so long. And Sarah's mom looks over at Mark like, "Ugh." When you can't cringe enough? I've never been driving for it, but like I imagine that steering wheel was going through it. She had to be gripping that thing. Like the car was about to take off and fly away. And then she goes, "Well, sweetie, Mark's with me now." And Mark goes, "Hey, honey." Then she goes, "Oh." "Do you think we should get a divorce?" And it's like, do you even care that you're on speakerphone? Like, I am not like a tough guy. Sometimes I've like wanted to be a tough guy before. Especially when I was like little, I wanted to be like, tough. I'd even try to break the rules sometimes. You know what I mean? I'd have a pen, and I'd walk right up to like a white wall and be like, Vandalism. Deal with it. Like I wanted to like be bad, but I just didn't. I didn't have it. Even now, it's like it's never done a drug. I don't drink or anything. One time I was like, you know what? Why should I deprive myself? Everybody seems like they're having so much fun. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have virgin margarita. I wonder what the flavor is. I've never had margarita flavor before. So I had a virgin margarita. Turns out, way too sweet. Like, ridiculously sweet. I used to be a bar back where I served people virgin margaritas. No wonder they got so drunk. These are delicious. I didn't have any alcohol, but I was like, I think I'll have another. I think I'll have another. I think I'll have another. To the point where I did get sick. I got sick off virgin margaritas. And like real sick too. Like, called my friends. I was so sick. I was with some friends. I called other friends. I called friends to be like, you know, y'all been drunk before. Y'all have had your benders and everything. I don't have any alcohol in me, but I got like the other half. I got like all the sugars. My stomach hurt. And like, look, I don't like that it happened, but I was not throwing up. I was just saying ooh a lot because it felt like I was gonna throw up, so I kept being like ooh. Because then you know when you think you're about to throw up, so you start arguing with yourself, where you're like, no. I'm telling my friends, I don't, and they're like, do you need us to take you to the hospital? I don't know if I'd live it down. I don't know if I could live down being rushed to the hospital off virgin margaritas. Maybe having to get my stomach pumped off virgin margaritas because I ingested a childish amount of sugar. But they were like, I called my friend, and they were like, do you need us to take you to the hospital? I was like, who is us? And they were like, oh, I'm sorry, you're on speakerphone. There's no way to take your cool back off speakerphone. I was so embarrassed. I was on speakerphone, and then I muted. I don't know what I was thinking. I was drunk off virgin margaritas. Oh. But those are the things I've been thinking about because I've been watching what's happened. Whether you like Jimmy Kimmel or not, whether you watch the show, whether you care about his show or him, or like, it's television. I've heard all the excuses. The excuses came quick. Because this is unprecedented. And when things are unprecedented, you wonder should you do something? And you don't have to do anything if there's an excuse. You don't have to do anything if it's okay. I've heard people, I'm sure they were losing money anyway. No. I don't really like what he said. What'd he say? Oh no, you know, this thing was a long time coming because of how he's been acting. How has he been acting? Help me understand. Because the thing about free speech, especially like free speech warriors, you always have to be careful. Who actually cares about everybody's speech? Who's an actual absolutist, and who's just trying to like get in? Who's just trying to sneak in? You know? Because there are some people who have some heinous things to say, and they want to be able to say those things, and they use free speech as their anchor. That's their end. They wedge themselves in that way. But then, when it's their turn to talk, what they actually want is for other people to not be able to talk. That's what they've wanted for a long time. Like, I'm blown away about a thing that we've done since I was a little kid. When I was a little kid, it was explained to me that we had all these sorts of rights, and that these rights were fought for, and that these rights were things that we had that other people didn't have. There are other people in other countries that weren't as fortunate to have the rights that we have, right? And there's always been something that bothered me about that sentiment, about that idea. Because your freedom, your freedom it's yours because it's yours. Nobody can give it to you. Nobody can make you as free as you were born. Life gives you freedom. You're supposed to be free. You're supposed to be able to say the things that you think. You're supposed to be able to express yourself. Government can't give you freedom. It can definitely try to take things away, but even within what it tries to take away, it can't really take it away because the freedom wasn't given to you by the government to take away. Government can, you could buy a house at auction. Let's say somebody fell behind on their property taxes, so now their property's up for auction. You buy it, then you fall behind on those same property taxes. Government takes it away. It was never really yours. Freedom doesn't work that way. And so we walk around and we talk about how we have all these freedoms. These are our freedoms, and they're not from a government. These are God-given things. These are things that you were born with. These are things that nobody can take away. Even if they try. Even if they try. Look, they've tried with people throughout history. And there are people that live in a world without those freedoms, right? But even the resistance to express yourself is still your freedom trying to like sprout out of all of that cover. Your freedom is yours. I can't stress it enough. It's like saying, government, let me keep all my toes. Well, the government can only try to take away toes. They don't really hand out toes. It feels like you're giving the government an awful lot of credit. It's your freedom. It was given to you by something that outlasts all of this stuff. You know what I mean? And it can't really be taken away. You can be manipulated, and you can be scared. You could be angry enough, like some people are angry enough, to let someone's freedom of speech be taken away. You could be fearful. You could be so fearful that just the threat of an investigation, just the threat of some sort of government overreach makes you cave before there's even a solidified threat there. You know, you have a fear, you have an anger, you can have a hate that goes deeper than an anger. You can be so confused about what's going on, you just want someone to make a definitive statement about anything. You'll just go with it because you hate not knowing, you hate uncertainty. And then you see something like what happened to Jimmy Kimmel happen. And then you see people ask, is this really happening? Because it was never supposed to be able to happen here. And it's because of a lie that we told ourselves. We told ourselves that every country and everyone was different from us. Which is why we don't recognize ourselves when things that are only supposed to happen in other places happen here. You know? That's low-key the American way. The American way is to be like, well, look, of course it would happen there. It's because they're not over here. And it's like, no, whatever it is, happened over there because it could happen anywhere, especially if you're not vigilant, especially if you think that things won't happen to you just because. There is no more just because. Is this really happening? Yes, it's happening. As wild as it may seem, as surreal as it is, you know, it's coming, and it's coming fast, like a turtle that shouldn't be on a mountain. Is this happening? Yes, it is happening. This is happening. There's no way around it. The people who are okay with it are okay with it for now. But there are plenty of people that I don't even like, that have the presence of mind to know that this is not just crazy, this is unacceptable. This cannot happen here. It can't happen here. Because, look, this is the other scary thing about government. And I'm not just trying to scare you. I'm just telling you everything that I've seen, everything I've ever read about, and people from other countries that have different life experiences to us. I'm telling you what they're saying, right? Pendulum swing. And one thing that governments don't do, hardly any government does, is give back the power it took in some way. You know what I mean? If you give over to fear, if you give them these things, they will be given and taken for good. There's no way around it. And we've already seen you cannot do enough. You will not be good enough. You won't be complacent enough. You can't placate enough to make it stop. It will not stop. They came for a white man with money. Do you know how nervous that makes a black guy? They came for a white man with money that really didn't do anything. And when I say really didn't do anything, people can go back and forth about trying to cherry pick or like the phrase of a thing, or here's what I thought he said when he said whatever. That does not matter. That actually gets us into a conversation we shouldn't even be in, because it shouldn't even be on the table, all right? It is not going to just go away, and it's not going to just stop. So then it's important. Do you care? Because if you care, that's very different. If you're scared, it's understandable. Plenty of people are scared. People with money are scared. ABC was scared. Disney was scared. You know Disney. Oh, you know Disney. Disney was scared. Disney, the same people who come up from behind you if you draw a picture of Mickey and go, what do you think you're doing with that, huh? Huh? We'll change the fair use laws and we'll make this illegal. Those people were scared. Being scared is human. But not doing anything is a choice, and not making your voices heard, and not you you don't just take for granted what's happening. I think that there's, in my opinion, not enough alarm bells sounding. You know what I mean? Because we all saw it, but it's like in a hush, in a whisper, and I'm wondering why that is, because this man still loses in court. Just today, a judge threw out some $15 billion defamation lawsuit against the New York Times. When these things go to court, they don't not just win, they don't prevail, they don't proceed, because under the law, they are illegal, you know? And any sort of strong arming by the government should really, really, really sound the alarms for any citizen. Pendulums swing. Governments do not give back power that they've taken. 9/11 was a long time ago. When did we get our privacy back? You know what I mean? So if it happened with privacy and then became normal and then you didn't really care, the same thing could happen with speech. All of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, I guess I should get Grok to proofread my sentiments on the day. You're not alone in being worried, you're not alone in being fearful, you're not alone in being angry. The thing about not being alone is that you just have to find the other people. You have to find the other people who feel the way that you feel, and you have to stay in communion with them as strong as you can. Because it's the other people who feel the way you feel that will stop you from feeling crazy. And it is the only thing. That's the only thing that will, you know, if you keep the phone in your face, you will feel like you're losing your mind. Because it's all happening so fast, all happening all the time. Like, I'm not a tough guy. I'm not. I almost die off virgin margaritas. And I screamed. I screamed. And I ran from a turtle. But I can't run from this, and neither can you. I love you all, and we have each other, okay? Thank you all so much. Thanks for coming out.
Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay, man. How are you?
I'm fine. You know, it's like it's a pretty okay couple of weeks and stuff. Like I really can't complain. I'm finding though that I like living in New York. Mm-hmm. I'm not always in love with it, but I think that I understand old New Yorkers now, because the things that I've seen since I've been here, it's like at a certain point it does become too much, where you're not even like enjoying that there's a story there. You're genuinely like, no one should see this much, you know?
Yeah. No, I know what you mean by that. I definitely know what you mean by that.
because I like to take walks. I like to just go and take a long walk and think, or try to get out of my head, or, just a long walk. And I remember one time I think I walked from, I don't remember where I was in the city, but I walked to Brooklyn. Like, I walked home, which took hours. Like, this was like a 3-4 hour walk that I was on. Mm-hmm. And some of it I was listening to a podcast. Some of it I wasn't. Some of it I was just like taking the day in and stuff, It was a nice enough day. And I don't know, at a certain point, you get to a place where it's good to be present, but sometimes you don't want to be present where you are. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you're like, man, sure, it's good that I'm like in the moment, but this isn't a good moment.
That was like a vaguely nihilist Hallmark card you just had there. It's always good to be present, but sometimes you don't want to be present where you are.
Look, if you are okay, the best example.
No, I get exactly what you mean. It's just, I would like that. I think we should start making cards that are just very neutral like that.
Hey, it was
because it's not even pessimistic. It's not even bad, really. It's just kind of like,
It's just, there are some times where you only want to be so aware. Because awareness is like anything. It's like, I even think, this goes against any Zen teaching, but I think even awareness should be in moderation. Like I don't think that it's healthy to just be locked in all the time. And I realize your life is, you only get one, and you only have the time that you have. And we don't know how much we have. But to be fully locked in, especially if you're not in a good place that day,
Yeah, it's real easy to just then to go like, what's the point of any of it just because you're having a shitty day? I do that all the time. Are you kidding me?
But like,
I will go from having an amazing day and being like, you know what, I'm really lucky to have the life I have. And the next day then I'll just be, and it's not even like a depression thing, but it's just like nothing matters. Why do I care about anything?
I went on this walk, and I at one point I sat down. I think I may have been at Meatball Shop, but I wanted to just get something to eat, and something I know I would like. I was not feeling adventurous this day. I think I may have even been in a bad mood. Like, I think easily I could have been in a bad mood. Anyway, I'm sitting outside taking the day in. And I don't even like eating outside. I hate it. I hate eating outside so much. You are a slave. You are at the mercy of the elements. And the people that love this is just, it's too much for me. The fact that when you
it's like camping,
Yeah.
That's why people like it.
Oh, God. Anyone who loves eating outside has not had enough stuff happen outside. Like legitimately, you're at the mercy of whatever passes by, whether that be dirty wind or a car really fling some sludge onto the sidewalk. You're on the
Bears.
sidewalk. There's no dining out in New York. There's only a couple of beer gardens in the entirety of New York. So if you're eating outside, you're eating on the sidewalk.
You're on the street. You're at the mercy of the streets of New York.
This place was busy, so I had to eat outside. And for whatever reason, that day it was nice enough I didn't mind it. And I'm like being present. I'm locked into the fact that like the sunlight is hitting everything in a really beautiful way. There's like a brisk breeze, but it's not consistent, and it's not chilly, and it's just enough. Like the temperature is just enough that you don't even feel like you're outside. You know that perfect temp that's like it almost like it. I know it's not, because we would be boiling, but it feels like it matches your body temperature, because you just, even though you're outside, you feel like there's no weather because it's just such a comfortable temperature. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know, but I've rarely been comfortable outside. I'm a large, sweaty man. I don't know.
I feel like we talked about this one time while we were walking maybe when we were doing the Colorado shows and it was so nice out that we were like, oh, it feels.
I think that's because that's an air quality we're not used to. You know, higher elevation, stuff like that. So it felt perfect. You get less of that, I don't know, heavy air.
That could be it. Like, my thing is basically, I said all this to say, I was taking in the moment. Mm-hmm. It was a beautiful moment. And it was broken by a couple that, like, sadly wasn't breaking up. This just seemed to be one of their fights that they were having.
Oh.
And they're at the table behind me, and it's just, you can tell they've been whispering for a while, and now they're too pissed to whisper. And so it's just him being like, who even are you? Who even are you?
Yes.
And I'm like,
yes.
Not today.
Were they at one of the other tables?
Yeah.
Or they just happened to be
they're at the table behind
That's
me.
even better. That's even better.
So they're outside. And the worst part is that the entire inside is packed, but the outside is just me and them.
Oh, okay. So you're a third wheel to this
entire
argument.
restaurant is too packed for me to even sit at the bar.
Right.
But then outside is empty. It's just me and them.
Yeah.
And it's like it was it's just too much. You know, like that, because they're not even having like a nasty fight. Their fight is barely interesting, right? At one point, the guy he says something to her, and now they're talking at the level that I'm talking right now. So not loud, but just talking, just not whispering anymore. They're both too angry, to like worry about company, and.
Their guest, Josh.
And basically, out of nowhere, she's like, I don't even want to talk about this right now. You're embarrassing me. And he's like, in front of who?
Ouch. Burn. That's a dig at you.
Well, he doesn't see me. He's like back to back with me. He's like, in front of who? We're outside. All right. Am I embarrassing you in front of New York?
Yeah.
And
she goes, you're embarrassing me in front of podcast and television's Josh Johnson. What a great way to meet a fan. That'd be the best.
It was horrible. And then they managed to eat. So I guess they must have got there like 5 minutes before I got there, because they stopped fighting in time enough to order, then started fighting again. Then they stopped fighting for the little while that they were eating, and then started fighting again until the bill came. And it was like
that's too calm. That's too calm while having a fight. If you're fighting before you even order. Yeah.
That's the thing. They ate fast so they could argue more. They actually didn't enjoy their food so that they could be like, and another thing. Like, that is so wild to me. It was horrible.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm honest, though, I would have loved that. But we've talked before. I enjoy couple fights on the streets. So
yeah, you would have loved this one.
That's dinner and a show.
Slinging spaghetti out of your mouth on a sidewalk in the afternoon too. Like, that was my other thing where I was like,
it happened today?
No. This is a while back.
Okay, but I was just wondering, was it a weekday? Because today's a weekday.
No, it was a weekday. Yeah.
Wow. So afternoon.
In my head, this is when I was on hiatus. So then in my head, I'm like, okay, y'all are either like me, where you're on some sort of vacation and one of you has ruined it.
Yeah.
Or neither one of y'all has a job anyway. So, like, I don't know why. Because here's the thing. If you're out like that, if you're out in the world like that at 3:30, I'm not going to presume to know what's going on with everybody's life, but if you can be out in the sun having spaghetti at 3:30 on a Tuesday, you got a good life. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So what are you fighting about? You know,
what are y'all fighting about?
What are you fighting about?
Because y'all weren't
clearly
fighting
got
about
it
the bill.
made. You got afternoon weekday spaghetti. What can you be mad about?
I'm just saying. Think about how many people, like,
are either have to worry about something or have to be at work at 3:30.
Oh, for sure.
So then the fact that I'm here, y'all are here, everyone else is here, by the way. I did not expect that place to be packed on a weekday for like it must have been an entire corporate office's lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Late lunch.
Yeah, closed for private
3:30.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. 3:30 is a strange time, too.
Dude, so first of all, I walk in, I almost think it's an actual private party, like someone's birthday, because I've never seen the place that packed even at night. So then I walk in and I'm like, something's happening. Like, are they shooting a movie here? This is crazy, right? And then they're like, oh, we have seating outside. I'm like, oh, God.
You hate eating outside so much. And generally, I don't love it either. It has to be the right type of weather for me to want to eat outside.
Have you eaten outside New York?
Yeah.
Oof. It's the worst here. I don't even know if I care about eating outside other places.
Why do you think it's the worst there? What is it that really...
Bro, there's no think. I was farted on.
See, this is what I'm trying to get to. I'm getting to the goods.
This dude.
When did you get farted on while eating outside in New York?
I went to a restaurant with Sally, and I think it was Mediterranean or something. Went to this restaurant with Sally, and it was good. We were enjoying ourselves. And then this guy passed by and is like playing on his phone or something and just fully lets loose. And you can tell... I still debate whether or not it was on purpose. Maybe this dude was being a jerk, who knows? But he farted really loud and really hard right as he passed me. And then I had a moment of like, and then whether he heard me go, or whatever, he just like bolted around the corner. And I was just like, so he definitely did fart. And it wasn't even like he farted and then laughed or whatever. I think this person was genuinely embarrassed.
Yeah, something happened to him there. He wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. And like, honestly, we're outside, so it's not even like I smelled anything. But I just realized as I was out there that if this did happen inside, I'm not saying it can't, but if it did happen inside, there'd be a discussion. You know what I mean? You're not getting away from me that fast inside.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, you can't sprint away.
Yeah.
You're saying there'd be some slight decorum, perhaps, if it happened inside.
I would at least catch up to you and ask you if you have ruined your pants. Because it didn't sound like a healthy fart.
Oh, see, so this is more coming of concern for them. You're more concerned about this person and their well-being.
I guess. I mean, I wasn't that mad.
I guess.
But I would like to know. It's like, hey, are you gonna live? Like there's some noises that come out of a person where you're like, no, you're sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
No.
Yeah, especially, I don't know, why is it worse that it's someone not at the restaurant with you? It's just a passerby.
It's just a passerby because they could be living a dusty life. They could be living like a genuinely unhealthy life where they shoot out hot dog farts at you as you're just trying to enjoy your grape leaves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you've been farted on. Gotta say, that's a first great reason. It's a first great reason to hate dining outside New York. Mm-hmm. Is there any other reason? Because you keep talking about the elements. Has anything happened to you elements wise?
This did not happen to me because I was inside.
Okay.
But I saw outside that a bike messenger, at least he looked like a bike. He could have been seamless, but a bike messenger completely totaled a table. So he was not looking.
No.
And like this dude, okay, I don't know. I don't even know if I should be laughing about this because everybody seemed genuinely hurt. But he basically, this guy was coming out of nowhere. And in New York, there are bike lanes, but there aren't enough bike lanes. And the bike lanes aren't everywhere. So sometimes...
Yeah, they're not consistent. They're not consistent.
Yeah. So sometimes someone, especially if you have a certain route, as a cyclist, you get on the sidewalk. Mm-hmm. This person clearly was turning
from a street with a bike lane to a street without one, and was not looking ahead, was probably looking sideways or maybe looking for the bike lane or whatever where it was going to continue. Because
behind them, they're being chased.
To be fair, there was a van. Like this is what ended up happening. There was a bike lane, right? This person was in the bike lane. At the turn, like at the intersection, there's a parked van that they would have either had to turn more into the road to pass or mount the sidewalk to pass, okay?
Gotcha. Yeah.
When they mounted the sidewalk, whether they were looking at the van or whether they were looking to see if the bike lane was there, they mounted the sidewalk and then just completely ate up this couple that was sitting at a table outside.
Damn.
Like it was really bad.
That's like a
like the person,
that's like a movie stunt.
Yeah, like the person on the bike went flying first, right?
Oh, no.
So the person on the bike went flying. Then the person that they sort of flew over just slid more onto the table. Then the person that they flew into fell back with them. And so the person that they flew over that's like pushed into the table just falls sideways. So then all the food falls on that person. But it was one of those things that when you see it, you immediately think that the cyclist is in the wrong, but then you see the van and you're like, all right, well, I don't think that should be there because no one was in it.
Oh,
Someone just parked their van, like, you know, kind of in the intersection almost.
But yeah, like,
just imagine you're at a restaurant and the table explodes.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, yes, it sounds bad. It sounds like everyone got hurt, but golly, I bet that'd be great to see.
Look.
Oh man, that'd be so awesome to see. Sounds really bad. I hope everyone was okay.
Can you imagine? Okay, this is what it looked like. Do you remember the Spider-Man movie from 2001? Maybe the one with Tobey Maguire, the first one?
The original Spider-Man, yeah.
The original Spider-Man. Remember, I think it's in the first one or maybe the second one, where Mary Jane's talking, his spidey sense tingles, and then he grabs her, and because Doc Ock, it must be the second one, because Doc Ock throws the car into the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine that, but if nobody moved. Because the cyclist came crashing into them. And there was no superhero sequence where they dodged anything. Every plate hit them. The cutlery hit them. Every knee was scraped. Like it just, everyone flew too much. Everyone, because the cyclist flew so much that I was like, let's make sure he's moving. You know what I mean?
Was this a scene for something? Was this a stunt chase that happened here?
Yeah, and then the person who got hit from the back, they fell like Family Guy style because they also had
like a bent knee and
okay. So not only
they always have that arm hanging like behind them or whatever.
Yeah. So for the people just listening, just imagine a person is on the ground and a table is sideways, but the tablecloth is on them, like tucking them in. The tablecloth has fallen on them with the plates. And they're not moving right away. Everybody is as hurt as they are surprised. Dude, this was like genuinely, I thought I had seen
a death? You thought?
Yeah. I thought I had genuinely seen someone like messed up for real.
We're always flirting with it.
Yeah.
The Josh Johnson Show, flirting with the afterlife. That's what we are.
Because the way that everyone fell had to be like the sloppiest way you could fall. Because also these weren't like young people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like these weren't.
I do know what you're saying, and that's the last detail that I didn't want.
Dude, that like these people look like they only got two of those hits in them.
Even the cyclist was an elderly man.
He wasn't that old, but he was like old enough that you don't want him to fall off his bike at all, right? he didn't look like Biden on a bike, but he looked close, you know?
And so then the fact that the force that everyone got hit with and the fact that everybody flew, you know what it did to me though, why it was so scary for me is actually because of a misconception that I had. So growing
That
up,
bikes were made of knives.
what?
I said that bikes were made of knives.
No.
It's a misconception you had.
I
Jokes.
have watched a lot of Law and Order SVU, right? And in one episode of Law and Order SVU, the way that they start the episode is this bike messenger who has been hired by a disgruntled parent who didn't get custody to kidnap his kid back, right? Tries to do that at the beginning of the episode. So the beginning of the episode is them in a park with a grandma and a kid, and then a guy grabs the kid and is trying to like run and get away, puts the kid on his bike. The kid's like, grandma. He's pedaling on the bike and he's got some speed, and then just crashes into the grandma hard, right? Now, later on in that episode, they kill the grandma, okay? So later on in the episode, they're like, oh, Nana didn't make it, right? So then I was like, man, can a person be on a bike fast enough to kill you, you know? And so when I saw that, even though I know that they'd have to be going Usain Bolt kicking levels fast to kill you, I still had a flashback of when I was younger and that bike messenger hit that old woman and she died in the episode. So when I saw the like table explode, because also like food is hitting the window. Right. So like there's little like dips that have hit the window and you're not sure what's sauce and what's blood, you know? Because you're like, did these people just explode? Because I can't see everyone.
I just love that you had like, you had a flashback to a TV show.
Yeah,
because
dude, I thought these people could die. I thought that
you have PTSD about SUV, huh? Don't get mad.
But you said the vehicle.
Oh, I did say the vehicle.
Yeah.
We'll go again. PTSD from SVU. I think it's because SUV sounded better rhyme.
It does rhyme, yeah.
I think that's why my brain did it.
It's why I almost didn't say anything.
Yeah. PTSDVU.
Jeez. But yeah, no, they like
Miami.
They got that was like hard to watch.
Sounds,
and in my head I was like, man, this is why one of the other reasons why dying out. And I've actually, I don't know who I've told this story to. I think this is the first time I'm telling that story, and it's to you, because I don't think I've ever told Sally about that.
You were really traumatized by that episode of Law and Order SVU.
Dude, okay. So this is the thing that happened in my head in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Because once again, I don't really care about eating alone. Like I'll go have a meal by myself and just chill.
Right.
Especially if I heard the place is good, or if it's right there and it looks, like reasonable prices, anything.
And you're gonna hold a server hostage with conversation anyway. So
yeah. So I'm sitting at the bar when this happened, right?
Okay, so you were in the restaurant that it happened out in front of.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's even better.
And so I'm
that's
like eating tacos.
It's like the people it's like the people who are inside in Ghostbusters when Lewis gets attacked by the dog.
Dude,
the table explodes and everyone calmly goes back to eating.
I'm like, and a couple people, this was so funny to me, right? This is when I knew I was in a different place, because this is early when I lived in New York. So I was like, I think I was in Queens, right? And
okay.
And so then the whole thing happens, and just like bodies flying and everything, and then like everybody hit the ground, right? And there was only 2 tables outside, because this is pre-pandemic. So this is just like, hey, we have these 2 tables. These 2 tables and these 4 chairs in front of the restaurant. Everything else is in the restaurant, and the restaurant's too small. It's like a little storefront restaurant, right?
Yeah, so they don't have a big patio anyway, just a couple seats out front.
Yeah. Couple seats way too close to the sidewalk, and and basically I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, if I had eaten outside,
that would have either happened to me or I would have got a closer view of it, which would have been horrible, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, the distance
No
that
matter
I
what,
saw
you're
it
a part
from,
of it.
Yeah, the distance that I saw it from made it very funny. Like I'm not going to lie. Whether they were hurt or not,
great.
the distance I was away, because also everything was muffled because I couldn't really hear. So then by it being muffled through the glass, all I heard was crashing, like the crashing of glass and stuff like that. But then a little bit of like, oh. Because my man that was on the bike caught some air, okay? Like he didn't fly forever, but like, okay, I'm trying to describe the trajectory the best because
Right.
there are some people listening, some people watching. So the guy is like hitting the first person. But when he's hitting the first person, the bike is most of what's hitting the first person. So the bike is what's really driving that person into the table and knocking them sideways. When he launches off the bike, it's into the person who was sitting across from them, but it doesn't fully stop there. So he hits the person.
So he launches into a spear move.
Into like kind of a spear. I'm surprised the second person didn't explode because he launches into a spear, which knocks them back and over. But then he keeps flying a little bit.
Oh, so the second person ostensibly is a ramp.
Yeah, because the second
goes
person,
off of.
the second person caught it, and that's what knocked them down.
Right.
And then he lands like maybe a foot away from where they landed.
Ugh.
So he flew very well. Like if he was
everyone sounds hurt.
Instead of if he was not trying to deliver something and he was trying to fly, mission accomplished because my man flew. Like when you looked from the window, because I did get up and go to the window. When you looked at the window, where the bike was to where he landed was like at least 3 bikes. Like he flew 3 bikes deep. I'm pretty sure my measurements are just wrong, so I'm just going by bikes. Because everything got pushed at least a bike away from where it was, right?
So that's what I tell my math students to do. If you get confused, just measure in bikes.
Yeah, just measure in bikes.
Yeah.
People understand the ballpark of where you are. By the way, ballpark 664 bikes. Okay.
It's actually a big ass ballpark, probably in bikes.
Yeah, but that's if you lay them down.
They would still be the same length. Just because you.
No, you lay them down. It's different. Yeah.
It's still the same length.
Everybody knows that bikes are longer when they're sideways. Don't embarrass me in front of these people.
Tip that bike over.
It's the same.
Shorter.
You sound dumb right now, okay? It's the same length, whether it's right side up or sideways. Tell that to the bike. Tell that to the bike that got crashed, because that bike was much shorter by the time that dude landed.
That's not because it was sideways. That's because it rammed into a customer. Very hard from the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Customers.
You've never told me that story. That is.
Yeah.
Because that's a brutal thing to see.
It was really bad. And in my head, even when it happened in my head, I was like, even if this cyclist had tried on purpose to do this to the restaurant, he would have barely made it through the glass. But the fact that they were just open,
hit it and just all the way down.
Yeah, the fact that these people were open out there in the air, exposed, is why they got the way they did.
They were exposed to bike.
They were just out here living raw, and then got hit by a bike.
Living raw.
Yeah, you can't just no protection at all.
You gotta be ready for bike.
Yeah,
You have to be ready for bike.
100%.
You never know. So at least put one of those big padded like bear suits on or something, because you gotta protect yourself from bike.
Or at least a helmet. That's irresponsible. You getting slammed into the table.
That's what some restaurants will start doing that to be like, hey, to cut down on liability, we ask that anyone eating on the patio wear a helmet.
Also, I really wanted to know.
They spray them out like bowling shoes and just there you go. There's your helmet.
I've thought about this for so long. I wonder what they were talking about before the cyclist hit. Like, I almost wish they were fighting. Like, I almost wish they were like, I don't even know you anymore. And then, bow!
You're just a thorn in my side. You're a real pain in my ass. Oh!
Yeah. Or they were having a pleasant conversation. They were like, oh my gosh, the enchiladas are so,
Yeah. Showing pictures of their kids. And Amelia's 4. Yeah, she's, oh my God.
I really wished it would have been like as funny as it was to watch, because everybody eventually got up and they didn't look great. Like, they had their scrapes. They were definitely hurt. But
they left changed.
Yeah.
This was a life-changing meal.
Hey, can I tell you though? Can I tell you the couple that got hit, what'd they do? They came inside. They took their ass inside and sat at a table like civilized people.
And then acted like nothing happened.
The cyclist limped away on his broken bike, but I would have loved if they were lawyers and they were like, now these documents are really
No.
salsa and blood.
Salsa and blood and copyrighted, the confidential documents flying through the air. You see those things like you specifically, because you've seen men trip on bananas.
Yeah.
A genuine cartoon thing. I'm still jealous. It's
fire.
the main thing. It's the main thing I'm jealous of you of.
Yeah.
Career stuff, I don't really care. You getting to see that man slip on a banana?
Yeah.
That's seeing the face of God.
Panic in his eyes.
Yeah. You see stuff like this. You see men dropping their spaghetti on the bus. I'm starting to wonder. If there's something deeper going on here. There's some sort of you're some sort of strange blessed individual, because you're always near these things, but you don't really get into, like, you don't fall down a ton and get hurt. Like, it happens sometimes.
I fall down all the time, dude. The burger.
The burger. That's true. Okay. I did. Okay. Still okay. So generally, you're a magnet for these situations.
Sure. But I'm also out a lot. By being out a lot, if you go out because here's the thing, lived in New York 6 years. If you go out in New York every day for 6 years, things will just start to run together as they happen. If we did the podcast every day, I wouldn't have as much to talk about as far as what I've seen. It'd be more talking about ideas.
You'd be indoors more.
Yeah, I'd be indoors more. But doing the podcast once a week versus an entire week of being outside, too much is happening.
You still seem like a magnet for him, though, because
that's also why I'm exhausted. That's why I started this episode. I literally started this episode by saying it's like not fun anymore.
So you've peaked on experience now. You are done. You are done having Josh Johnson's show adventures.
Dude, imagine if you just and luckily this has only happened to me once, but imagine if you just saw two middle-aged people maybe die once a month. Eventually you'd be like, hey, I think I'm just going to take Ubers now and Seamless and do my spot and go home.
Oh, very true. I understand that, but I still think you are a specific magnet for them though too, because even when I'm out and go on adventures, or I'm, people always ask me if I have stories because I work with kids and stuff. I work at I'm a sub. You think funny stuff would happen being around a bunch of chaotic children all the time? No, not really.
Do you talk to them a lot?
What do you mean talk to them a lot?
Like, I feel like even now, even in this episode, there was a point where you said, see, that's what I was trying to get to, right? So from talking long enough, I finally gave you something that was interesting where you were like, that's what I was wondering. Does that make sense? I think that with kids sometimes it's like because they don't know much, they don't have a lot of life experience, and they don't know a lot of things, anything interesting that they have to say is after like,
oh, no. I'm also not even talking about them, what they say. I'm just talking about them being chaotic balls of rubber. You'd think I'd see more chaos, and I don't. But the chaos finds you, is what I'm saying.
Oh, no,
That's what I'm getting at. I'm in situations where chaos should be abound. But 'tis not.
Also, maybe when
it's happening to you a lot. I know I'm more of a shut-in than you. I mean, not a shut-in, but that's not the right word.
I feel you.
But I stay in more than you. But still, you see the craziest of the craziest, and I'm just starting to wonder: is there some sort of curse? Are you some sort of strange chosen child?
I think it's literally just math. I think it's like if you go out every day for 7 days, and if you travel 2 of those 7 days, then like eventually, because like when you think about it, it's like a lot of it's happening. Some of it's happening. This is the first time that we've talked about eating out and why I don't like eating outside and why. But
well, let's be careful with that wording.
Sure, but I feel like a lot of it has been airports, and it's like just the places that I am.
But I never see anything fun in airports either. I'm in airports pretty often too. You've seen full-on fights in airports. I know you're in airports way more than me.
Yeah, but I took Spirit. Like this is the thing. I guess to me, it doesn't feel abnormal because I'm also being put in, or sometimes putting myself in, less than ideal situations for me to have a normal day. You know what I mean?
That's true. I guess, you leave the house striving to not have a regular day.
Dude, I went on
because you're like, I'm going to talk to strangers. And
I went on a 4-hour walk. That's not going to be conducive with nothing happening.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the fair walk I was talking about where I stopped at the place. Right. But it's like a 4-hour walk. Like, I even have to steel myself sometimes to be like, listen, just to me in a mirror, listen. If you go on this 3-hour walk right now, you are probably going to have something happen. This is not a safe or good place that you live.
This will not be the relaxing experience you're hoping for.
If you walk to Queens, you will see something. You know what I mean? Because that's the other thing that I find too with people where you look at LA as a great example. So it took me a while to learn my lesson that New York and LA were different in terms of walking, to where even if you could walk, you shouldn't necessarily walk depending on where you're walking, no matter the time of day. Because when I was in San Francisco and we were recording those episodes remote,
you walked into a wedding, so you got to be careful.
And that was just
anywhere.
A walk between episodes, because I was like, oh, okay, this place is 1.5 miles away, so I'm just going to go there, walk back. And it was insane, and half of it was horrible. Like,
true.
It was not good. So I think that's what it is. I honestly, because you're not the first person to be like, how does all this stuff? And I also don't look at it as happening to me. I see it as happening.
But still getting to be a witness. You're still near it. And that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes people are just like, anything crazy happened, when you were in New York or LA. I'm like, not really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So I'm just saying, I don't want to rule out some sort of curse or prophecy. Just putting that out there.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I'm just saying that you are somehow the magnet. I don't know. There's something. It's a good thing. I don't know. I'm just saying. Another option is that I just thought of. because you do see a lot of these things when you're out. But we also talk a lot about how bad your eyes are. So there is a chance that anytime you just see a flourish of colors, your brain fills it in as violent chaos.
Yeah. I'm like, man,
so maybe you're
everyone in New York really knows how to throw hands. Like
everybody in Queens
here
is so
like,
good at exploding. Yeah.
Really good. It's crazy.
So there's also that. There's also maybe.
Yeah.
If you just got glasses, then suddenly you'd be like, why is life so boring all of a sudden? I don't see anything anymore.
I mean, it could happen. It's like those people who always want a certain type of car and then they get it and they're like, it's okay.
Yeah. Or they immediately crash it.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Okay. I'm just trying to build out the JJU. So I feel like we haven't fully gotten into the what I'm creating is a prequel series.
Jeez.
About your adventures.
Yeah.
Which is what magical amulet you have in your house that leads to all these things. I do want to go way, way back to something you mentioned. I meant to say it earlier, but then we were talking about the bike story.
Yeah.
But you were talking about in Spider-Man 2, the slow motion, but car coming through. But then you said no, if it was that, but no one moved. And in that moment, you made me realize how terrible of a power Spidey sense would be by itself.
Yeah, if you just had it, but you didn't have it, you would just know for a while that something bad was going to happen.
You would get the slow motion experience of being crushed by a car.
Yeah.
But no.
Just you
no.
like, oh.
Oh, no. Fuck.
Did you ever, okay. Apparently that Dane Cook joke is a real thing where the woman was at a NASCAR event and a tire came off in an accident and it flew into the stands and hit her.
Oh, yeah, that was a famous thing, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I feel like that's the best example of it. It's like you see the tire coming from so far away, but you don't feel nimble enough to get away. And you're also just mesmerized by the fact you're like a deer in headlights where it's like, is this really going to hit me? And so you just kind of throw up a hand, maybe. I remember I did that with a basketball where this kid, first of all, they were too big for me to play with, but like that was PE. So it's just part of life. But in junior high, a bunch of kids had been like out sick or something this day in junior high. And it was like, for whatever reason, maybe I was in high school. I don't know. I was like a puny kid anyway. But like, for whatever reason, I was one of 3 scrawny kids in 2 basketball teams worth of kids playing basketball for PE, right? So we split the court for each team. And you couldn't cross because that's the other people's game, whatever.
Right, yeah.
And this kid passed the ball to me so hard. It's honestly, I've been hit with a baseball and I still think that basketball was faster. Like, this kid passed it the way you throw a dodgeball to hit somebody, right?
Right.
And it's coming at me so fast that all I can do is like, all I could do is put my hand out. And I put my hand out for what should be a catch. Like, you know how, okay, this is the best way I can think of to explain it. In physics, sometimes something...
Sorry, was just not expecting that to be the first 2 words of that explanation.
In physics class, they taught us...
In physics. Yeah.
In physics class, they taught us that sometimes the speed of an object will like fully change the result that you're expecting. So instead of a ball bouncing off of a wall, if it's shot hard enough into the wall, it'll either explode or go through the wall, depending on what the wall's made of. You know what I mean? So the ball is coming at me. I stick my hand out, not like an athlete, but just...
No, you've never done that. Why start now?
Just like someone who knows a ball is coming, right? So my hand's not out in a defensive position. I'm not like this, but my hand's out in a way that I can at least catch it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
It's coming at me so fast that I don't have enough time to get the palm in the way of the center point of the ball. And so all it does, and I watch it happen because my hand's like this far out, right? Mm-hmm. The ball's coming at me. I watch it slowly, and it truly happened in slow motion in my mind. I watch it slowly bend my fingers back and betray my face. Just like it was.
Yeah, your hand gave up your face.
Yeah, because it was coming so fast that I put my hand out. It bent my hand back like this, and just was open season on my face. And the ball hit me in the face so hard that I my head went back. The ball went. This is so insane. So my head goes back, but I could swear to you, I was maybe concussed. So who knows if I'm right about this? But the ball hits me so far, moves my hand, hits my face, and I could almost promise you keeps going in the same direction. Like my face had no had no influence on where the ball went next. So it just sort of knocked my face out of the way and then kept traveling. So this dude literally passed it almost through me, right?
Through your face.
And so so it moves my hand, moves my face. I hit the ground and I just hear everybody go, ooh.
Yeah, that's.
And I don't even try to open my eye.
and they weren't even saying it for you. They were saying because the ball went through you so fast it hit someone else behind you.
Dude, when I tell you I didn't even attempt to get up, open my eye.
Nope. You don't need to live in that reality.
Yeah. I genuinely felt like my hand, like my wrist was sprained. Like I've never
Damn.
had anything. When I tell you this kid threw the ball at me, like I didn't know anyone could do it. And honestly, he was a little like, I don't know, too strong to begin with. Like for real. Like he
Hey man,
like,
can
dude,
I get real with you for a second? This guy is just too jacked.
like
too
dude,
strong.
It
Who
looked
needs
like
that?
for real,
Who
it looked
even
like he
needs
was
someone to
taking
be that strong?
steroids for PE. It looked like this kid was straight up on roids for PE because I remember on the first day
This
of
kid
school.
better be pitching for the Mets now or something. Because
Dude, when I went to
sounds like he had a future.
the first day of school, okay? And they gave us our uniforms to change out in and everything.
Okay.
I saw that kid and I was like, that's not a kid.
That's Randy Johnson.
Dude, like this child was so jacked. I was like, he should be teaching. Because the PE teacher out of shape. This kid right here is doing the stuff today. He's doing currently.
I want to know what he's up to.
Yeah, he has a master's degree in physical.
Look at this kid. He's built like a brick shit house, got an arm like a rocket. Come on. Let him teach.
It was dude. I couldn't believe it hit me that hard.
That's great.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Not for me.
Say I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I might be a different person if that ball never hit me in my head.
Honestly, bro, to tie it back in, I think that might explain your eye problem.
Dude.
You got hit in the face so hard you only see violence now.
Dude, this kid threw the ball. I don't even know I wouldn't even know how to begin.
I don't know how you're alive, to be honest, because it sounds like it went through your face.
The fact that it moved my head for me.
For you.
Yeah. Dude, this didn't hit me in the face and it bounced off and then went somewhere.
Right.
It kept
your head bounced
traveling
off.
the same direction as if a person wasn't in the way. It probably could have broke my collarbone if I
Surprised Break your nose or something.
Dude, well, no, it was too high. I thought about that because I was like, man, this, like, my whole, when I tell you my whole head hurt. Mm-hmm. Because I must have.
Josh doesn't remember the 3-month coma he was in after that.
Dude, I'm looking back, I must have been moving out of the way slightly or something. Like,
right.
I think sometimes, you know how when someone goes to punch you, if you're not a fighter and someone goes to punch you, you'll like close your eye if they're too close. Like, if you know they're going to make contact, you'll like flinch. Sure. Mm-hmm. I think that my whole body, as soon as it hit my hand and it moved my hand, the millisecond my body had left, it was like, we need to just leave.
Yeah, just every part of you took over, like a cat when it jumps, just inherently just knows to spring up and around.
Dude, it was so bad. I was like, and then that's the other thing too. I never really got an attitude with my PE teacher, but that was like the one time I like got up and he's like, "Johnson, you all right?" I'm like, "What? Am I?" It was like the most sass I had probably had with a teacher up to that point, because I was so offended by the question, because I was like,
"No,
my man,
I'm changed now.
Did you
see
what happened? For you to even ask if I'm all right, you know I'm not." DIB?
I don't remember how mangoes taste now. It hit me so hard. I have forgotten flavors.
Bro, I'm tasting blood. And I do not remember biting myself. I think that my body just sent me a little bit of blood in my mouth to remind me I was alive. I didn't bite my tongue. I didn't bite my cheek. But when I woke up, I was like, I could taste adrenaline.
Yeah. My brain is sore.
Yeah. This has nothing to do with dining out, but, you know.
No, I think we found a whole other thread there, which was the final destination life of Josh Johnson.
Dude, this was
just the Rube Goldbergian chaos of a day with Josh.
I'm not saying you have to coddle kids, but like, let them play with kids. This kid is clearly an adult. It's happened to me a couple times in my life where I've had to play with a guy that was like too big for us. And I'm like, this you need to stop this. Let him do his pull-ups by himself. He clearly wants to be strong. Let him be strong somewhere else. You got him playing basketball with regular kids, with regular children. You have him playing basketball. It's goofy. It's like you should be ashamed of yourself that you thought this was like a competitive game.
These aren't playmates. These are victims.
Dude,
send this man elsewhere.
This kid had so much hair. Like we're talking about
goatee,
no, we're talking about a kid who is like, it's almost like he's growing up in a different time. Because you know how men in like the, I don't know, whatever, like the 1800s would have like, since they lived to be 36, they'd have a full chest hair at 10 or whatever. Yeah. This kid is like living like that. Because not only is he stronger than everyone, he's got so much hair. Like, he puts on his PE shirt and we see the hair coming out from the collar and everything. This dude is testosterone.
Now, would we consider a Teen Wolf scenario?
It would make more sense than just a child being that strong.
than just a large, strong man.
Either that dude has been held back and is low-key lying about his age and has been held back for 5 years straight.
Yeah.
Or he's a teen wolf, because none of it makes sense.
Sound like you said Teen Wolf, which I really liked.
Yeah, Teen Wolf.
Sounds like the lame knockoff Teen Wolf.
Yeah, Teen Wolf, 2 F's, 1 U.
Coming to theaters Friday. Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Shall we open up the mailbag?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's open the mailbag. Got a couple here. This one, I just did a weird move around the mic for no reason there with my phone. This one is from Becky, a.k.a. Recky, I believe. Mm-hmm. Or is it Reeky? W-R-E-K-Y. And it just says, now I've seen everything. Squeaks in Toontown. I know you're headed to Sacramento this weekend, and I'm stoked to see you Friday. That's right. Update. Sadly, I will not be there this weekend. Some stuff came up, but Josh will still be there. And, he's the one who's like faces on the website and everything. So you're going to be fine. It's still going to be good. Go see Josh. I thought I'd share this stunning house that just went up for sale in my neighborhood. Best viewed on a computer to take in the full glory of this beauty. It belonged to a psychiatrist who does it in the house. I'm still at a loss for words. I'm told it's even crazier in person. Let me know if you want to join me for a tour this weekend. I guess sorry, I should have brought this up on the computer maybe. Oh, God. Yep, okay, hang on. Got to open this for you. You got to see the inside of this house real quick. From the outside, looks very unassuming. On the inside, chaos. And yeah, maybe we'll put the listing in the. Oh my God. Okay, so pretty normal outside, right?
Yeah.
Regular house, and then it takes a hard left turn.
That's so upsetting.
For the people just listening, yeah, we'll put the link maybe down below, but
it looks like if SpongeBob was into kink.
Because it's even better, too, because I'm looking at this. I don't have my glasses on, so I can still see it, but not great. So the wavy stuff really makes me feel like I'm having some sort of seizure. It's very just squiggly and like Van Gogh. This is what Van Gogh saw in his head and why he was so depressed. Oh, my God, there's a tree in it?
This is like really messed up. Like this should be illegal.
It looks like a mistake. Oh my God.
Whoever did this is a sick person.
Well, especially it said they're a psychiatrist that would do appointments in house.
Yeah, this is the house from the first season of American Horror Story.
Like, imagine you're not feeling great. Yeah, that kitchen then looks busted. I don't know what's going on there. That's a hard. They didn't put as much work into this.
I think they put the same amount of work. And the kitchen is just the place where it all just really comes together. There's no excuses.
And then there's just a bunch of blank room. Yeah, because the other rooms, I wonder if these were painted to try to cover it up. But then, wow, that's a whole landscape. That's a lot. That's too much. That's too much.
That's really upsetting. Like it. Wow.
Well, Josh, you can go
you have $1 million
on a viewing
to burn.
Yeah, it looked pretty expensive too.
Yeah. And by $1 million to burn, I mean it would be better for you to burn $1 million than buy this house. Thanks so much for listening to Josh Johnson Show. I had a great time recording. Hope you had a great time listening. If you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, where we're posting clips of the show. You may be watching one right now. And if you're looking for Logan,
you can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into our mailbag and send us upsetting houses, you can do that. JoshJohnsonShow@gmail.com. You can also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts because we like to read those in the show as well. And if you just want some more bonus content, different podcasts, different video stuff, come join our Patreon. Patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We got a lot of fun stuff there. All those links are in the bio below, as well as tickets to see Josh in Sacramento. Again, sorry I'm not going to be there. We lied last week.
Also, one last thing that I'm throwing out there. If you are watching this on YouTube and you enjoyed what you saw, please like and subscribe. You know, maybe tell a friend. And if you really hated it, tell someone that's not a friend.
Yeah. You're like, this isn't for me, but you know who it is for. Fucking Daniel.
Yeah.
Also, you made me think of one more thing. We do have another virtual show coming up, and I believe that is Sunday, I'm going to say October 16th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Right? That's the one we picked?
Yep.
Yep. So that's coming up in just a week and a half about. So another virtual show. We're having to do this one a little bit earlier because we're going to be on the road at the end of October. Actually, I mean it this time, that I'll be on the road with Josh at the end of October.
Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend.
Goodbye.
Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
It is weird.
This is the closest we've ever sat doing the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that you're here because now, at least at the
hurtful.
Well, at the other place, I could turn to you. Like any other time we've been together before this, I could turn to you, look at you, whatever. And this one, it feels odd to look at you because you're too...
Well, it's because we're doing the video version and we're only doing it on the one camera. I'm explaining to the listener.
I'm with you, but...
So we had to sit a little bit closer. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw an arm around him.
Do that.
Oh,
please.
Come on. You love it. We're buds.
If you have to tell someone they love it, they don't. As a general rule... If you have to say you love it,
fair. That is fair.
You know,
that is a fair statement. But this guy, though, he does love it. I've never felt him like pull away so hard. You tensed up there.
Yeah. Because
let's talk about your problems with intimacy.
I was talking about how I didn't love it before, and then you. But it's fine. It's okay. That's just how you are.
Not to be too visual, but yeah, we're sitting right next to each other.
Yeah,
because I'm in New York for.
We are both in New York.
Yeah, you're about to leave though.
Yeah, I leave tomorrow, but we're in New York right now.
Yep, right now.
So how was it getting in?
It was all right. You know, we got in kind of late last night. Jess, if you hear any clicking, that's also Jess taking some pictures. That's okay.
Yeah,
We've done that before in an episode. We're getting some photos done while we're recording. It was good. So on the flight out, so Jess was window seat, I was middle, and there was a guy on the aisle. And he, you know, when the flight first took off, like I just had headphones in, was chilling. It was actually like the most calm I've probably ever been because I don't really love flying. And I was actually like really just kind of like relaxed. We had several margaritas before we got on the plane too, so that probably helped. And then I just noticed the dude next to me. It's like he's really uncomfortable and keeps like leaning forward and like just is like really kind of having a hard time. And then I want to say we're probably like 20 minutes into the flight, maybe. We weren't that far into it.
It wasn't even to the point where the puppies got stolen.
Right. I can't, honey, no one will be able to hear you say that whole thing. I was just looking for like a yes.
I hope they can hear it. That was... Jeez.
Well, I just say from here they wouldn't be able to hear that.
So what happened?
So he's freaking out, and then then I finally had to like stop and check in on him. It's because I saw him grab the vomit bag and he like shook it out, but then put it back, but then like kept checking on it. And I finally was just like, I took my headphones on. I'm like, hey man, are you good? Like, what's up? And then he was having a panic attack, he told me.
Now, have you taken off yet?
Yeah, we're in the air by now. Yeah,
okay.
By the time
you're checking on him to be like, do I need to let you out of the aisle so you can go to the bathroom?
Well, no, but he's on the aisle, so I don't need to let him out at all.
Oh, he is on the aisle. Okay.
I was more just checking, like, I just really didn't want a guy vomiting next to me, was my thing. And it
would have been a terrible experience for you. Yeah. It would be a horrible experience. Well, no,
for
Logan.
But no, I wanted to see if I get
totally different person.
I wanted
had
to see
a panic attack and threw up their
no.
guts.
Okay, no. I didn't know he was having a panic attack.
All right,
I
no,
just
fair
saw
enough.
him. I just saw him grabbing the bag. I wanted to see because I couldn't tell if he was like sick or was just having like a hard time.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that in this situation, someone that's gonna hijack the play and somebody scared of a hijacker look exactly the same. they have the same level of like nerves. They have the same like, whew, okay, all right,
Yeah.
oh, be with me, God. And it's just like. It's like for those early few seconds, minutes, you can't
really tell.
You can't tell if you're like, is this the guy or should I help this guy?
Well, that's the thing. I just couldn't tell like what was going on with him.
Yeah.
Because he was like, he wasn't just. If he was just going like, like then I'd be like, okay, he's gonna just
Definitely
throw
a
up.
terrorist.
He's just.
Oh, okay.
No, but I'd be like, he's definitely sick.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was so fidgety and like kept like not sure what to do with himself, I'm like, he may just be having like a freak out.
Yeah.
So thank you for turning this into me being a selfish villain, because the whole point of it was I actually took my headphones out and I talked to him for the rest of the flight.
Yeah.
Just to calm him down. And he was very kind. I'm very glad, because that could have backfired. You know my hatred of talking to people anywhere.
What I like is there should be a whole storyline of you being an anti-hero, of like you talking people off of ledges that are like about to commit suicide because you don't want to see a dead body.
Yeah.
You're like telling the dude, you're on the bridge with the dude and you're like, listen, if you jump right now, I don't know if I would ever be able to unsee, and I go this route to get home every day. So you would be ruining my commute for the rest of my life.
You're gonna fuck up this whole block for me.
Yeah.
And I don't need that. I live nearby.
Do you really want me to have to go around?
Don't do this to me.
Yeah.
Don't do this to me, sir.
And
I don't care about your family.
Yeah.
I do not care about your family. I need to make that very clear.
Yeah.
Don't do this to me.
And then he's like, you know what? You're right. I should kill myself at home.
Great, because I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
So you do it.
Okay. So then this is you helping this person.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't expect it to be me become the villain so quickly in the story, but yeah, it was me.
No, I was saying it would be funny.
No, I know, but no, it was me. Then I just talked to him the whole time, and which helped him calm down. He was very grateful, and he was a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Nice talking to me. He lives in New York, but yeah, he was just having a panic attack, and so we talked about it, because I've had panic attacks, so I'm like, listen, I get it.
Yeah.
And so we just talked for the rest of the flight, and then that was it. And then when we got into our Uber, I always like talking to Uber drivers, particularly in New York. I like New York Uber drivers, but by that point, I'd spoke on a whole flight, so I was silent.
Yeah, you're pretty spent.
I have so much I don't know, small talk in me.
I feel like I don't want to overshoot it, but I could easily say that maybe 1/10 of the stories that are told to me that I tell on the podcast are Uber drivers.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you even saw in DC, when we were in DC, I just asked them, I'm like, what's the longest ride you ever had? What's the craziest ride you've ever had? Blah, blah, blah. And sometimes they give you nothing.
Yeah,
sometimes they're like, hey, drunk people drunk.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, all right, there's not a lot to pull from there.
Or some give you the vibe of just like, oh, they want to just do their job and just get you out of the car.
Yeah, but every once in a while, somebody's thirsty to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We had one of the guys in DC was just like, he wasn't going off of like,
Which one was that?
the guy who was talking about like comedy and stuff like that. And
Oh, yeah. His eyes.
oh yeah, what happened with that?
So our Uber driver in DC, or maybe we were in Arlington for this one.
I mean, they're right next to each other.
And he was telling us, this is so funny. He was like, I got the new iPhone, but they were trying to upsell me. And so I wasn't sure if I was making the right decision, because then some guy that was trying to upsell me was like, no, you got to get the latest version because they're out here playing games with this middle one. You got to get like the tip top, and you got to get the most memory because you don't know, it could be the end of the world. Like the dude was like really upselling him. And then he wasn't sure if he should even get a new phone because it's not like his regular phone was broken. Then he gets the new phone.
Yeah.
And
it was like the newest yeah.
at the time. Then he plugs it in, and it's supposed to have this great battery life and everything. And
he kept saying he was looking at it, he kept saying 50%.
Yeah.
And no matter how much he charged it, no matter what he did, it kept saying battery life 50%. And he was like, what the fuck?
And it went to 50% early in the day after him charging it, which was especially why he was like, what's happening? This is crazy.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a better battery, but it's only at 50% ever.
Yeah.
And then he finally put on his reading glasses and realized it wasn't 50, it was 5G. It said 5G in the corner.
Yeah, it had been saying 5G all day.
All day.
And he was like, this battery trash. Which is
also good to tell you while he's driving you around, to be like, listen, I can't see great.
Because he didn't have glasses on while he was driving.
That is true, actually. Now that you say that, he was not wearing glasses.
Because he told us at the end of the trip, he told us all this. So at the very end of the trip, he's telling us this story. So outside of that, we're just chatting about comedy, stuff like that. This is the last story he tells us before we get out. And as I'm getting out of the car, I look at his face, and I'm like, this man doesn't have glasses on.
I didn't think of that until this second, till you just said that.
I couldn't stop thinking about that. I thought about that. I thought that's also... I don't know. I thought that was also on your mind. I was like, this man's been driving us around blind.
No, I didn't think about that at all.
Because he drove us from Nando's to the venue.
Yeah,
so it's not like, because here's the thing. When you're doing that, so when we were at Arlington Draft House, the hotel is very close to the club. So
super close.
It's like you could walk, but it's a 20-minute walk, or it's like a 5-minute, cab.
It's very
Uber,
hot,
whatever.
too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we kept taking the Uber because we were like, it's nothing, It's like $6 and it's a quick conversation, whatever. But this time we were at a restaurant and then getting the Uber from the restaurant to the venue. And so that was like and he had to get on the highway at one point and then get off of it. The idea that he just did all that and he maybe couldn't see.
With no sight. Yeah. I didn't think of that till just now. That's amazing. Yeah, in that area, you have to just constantly get on the highway, too. It seemed like if we wanted to go anywhere, they had to do that little circle.
Yeah, you have to do a circle and then take like the second exit and you're across town.
No matter where you want to go.
No, okay.
Wow. I did not think of that till... Because now, it's like this is a week later, my life is flashing before my eyes. A week later.
Yeah, dude, when he told us that, I was getting out of the Uber and I was like, what?
I didn't even connect.
That's why I didn't laugh that much. Because this dude's like laugh, and you're laughing. You're like ha ha ha. Like he was like.
I was just giving him a laugh because he said it was the funniest thing that ever happened to him recently,
and it's funny.
It's funny. It was like it's fine. I just wanted to give him
But it is
be a good audience member.
You were, but. I was like walking in the club like, okay, you're over here. Like this is the other thing that was kind of like. It's when I decided to just not bring it up.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was also on your mind.
No, I wish you would have said something.
After we got out of the Uber, you were quiet. Like I was quiet. I don't know if you were on your phone or something. But then when we get inside, you're all about like when the show's starting. And I'm like, hey, we just got drove around by a dude who can't see. No, and so you're over here asking like, so you think we'll start like maybe in 10 or like he's going up to the manager being like, hey, do you know when
I was being professional. You can just say the one word. I was being professional.
You'd be a very, very on point, very professional, but in a way as if you didn't just escape death. And so then I'm standing there just staring in front of me and and you're like, okay, good. And capacity's good. Like, just...
Well, because we were getting there like right at showtime. And we were bringing food to the staff, too. Wasn't it that day? Yeah, so we were like, I also wanted to make sure like we got that part done and then got backstage to the green room and stuff. I was just shifting into work mode once we got there. I wasn't...
Whatever, man. That was upsetting.
Don't worry. After my set, I was contemplating my life and mortality. But, that's just because, that first one, I didn't feel great. But...
No, it was terrible.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't think about that at all.
Yeah. I wonder how they had the Uber papers come out this week. Have you seen that?
No, what was that?
Oh, it's pretty horrible.
Tell me about it.
I don't even know enough about it to talk about it at length, but basically there are these internal papers that I guess got leaked, or there maybe court documents on a lawsuit or something. But basically, the public now knows that Uber knows as they expand that they're like crushing the economies of like the places that they move into, as far as like the gig economy there.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Like they already know. They're smart enough to have done the math to know that you're not going to really make the money that people assume they're going to make. And then there's also something about how they leveraged a thing going on in South Africa where the cab drivers there were getting very like agitated and sometimes maybe even violent around Uber moving there and everything.
Oh, okay.
And they leverage that to be like, see, why do these people not want you to have good prices? Like it was kind of like
vilifying them.
Yeah, and so they've done a lot of stuff like that a few times, and it's all in these documents, and it's kind of crazy. So I wonder if there's just a floating document out there of like, hey, Sam can't see, right? Like, I would love if it's all like super technical corporate stuff, and then just this thing about this one driver who's been driving people around with not the best eyesight.
And he also keeps telling people.
He tells people, he's so honest, he tells every ride he's been in.
His driving is fine. He needs to just stop telling people.
These eyes are not it.
They wouldn't be worried about it if he didn't tell them.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. So that has also been on my mind, along with the
those two things in tandem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you took the Uber. You were quiet in the Uber.
Correct.
What was the experience like from then to now? So you took the Uber late to get to your Airbnb.
Right. Yeah, because we didn't get into town till like a quarter to midnight or something. So so then we just got to the Airbnb and we just went to bed, and then we had a pretty lazy day today because we were all week. Well, I'm here for 3 weeks, but Jess is here for the whole week too. And then, today we didn't really do much that's worthy of a story. I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Had a good sandwich.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be worthy of a story.
That's about it.
You're gonna probably have plenty by the time.
By the time I leave here, I'm gonna be a changed man.
Yeah, I feel like it is getting a bit more intense in the time since you were last here.
Oh, good. Jesse, you hear that? It's more intense now. Does that excite you? Okay, good. Yeah, she's nodding. She looks very excited and not worried at all.
There's a level of tense that's here now that's just a bit extra, where it's like,
what, like in what way? What are you noticing? I wish she wasn't in the room. She is not happy.
Well, I was on the train. I think all three of these are going to be on the train. I was on the train.
3 of these, and 3 intense stories.
This guy was talking to himself, and he was talking to himself very aggressively. So whatever he was going on in his head, even if he was a wild dude just talking to himself, he was not being kind to himself in these moments, So whatever inner demon he was talking to, he was calling it by its demon name. Like he was cursing up a storm at himself. He's really like looking down.
Whatever argument he was having in his head, he was losing. It's rare you lose the arguments in your own head, but he found a way.
And then this random guy is like, "What'd you say to me? What'd you say to me?" And then he looked up and he was like, "Not talking to you, dog. Talking to me." And the other guy was like, "Oh, okay then." And then they both carried on being very angry and quiet.
Now
and it's like
that's a beautiful story in my mind.
There's a moment where it's not beautiful, where you think they're definitely about to bite each other.
Oh no, for sure.
It was so for no reason, because it's not like the guy was being like hella loud,
right?
So that other guy had to be loud to get his attention, to be like, "What are you? Who are you talking to?" And the guy was like, "I'm talking to myself."
Right.
And the thing that I appreciate most about that thing is that initially I thought this dude was like out of his mind,
right?
You know what I mean? And then it's nice when someone is out of their mind, and then they snap. What's up?
Hold on. The camera went out of focus because I moved. It freaked out. I had to get my phone, and it freaked.
It's
Speaking of glasses, there we go. Look good. All right.
It's nice when someone is like out of their mind and they actually snap into it for a second.
Yeah, especially there, he snapped into it to alleviate a potential conflict. That's rare.
Yeah.
That's super rare.
I feel like before he would have just talked to himself and no one would have said anything. I feel like that other guy clearly wanted a fight.
So the other guy is the new tension.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Just not letting him be and do his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, this is maybe when I came back from Arlington, there was a guy who had a bag of sodas, right? But not like a bag full of cans of soda. I'm talking about he had a genuine bag full of liquid.
Full of loose soda.
Full of loose soda. So he had a bag of soda that was like clearly a bunch of sodas.
Right.
Because it wasn't dark brown enough to be just Coke, but it was light brown. And it was like, okay, this looks like it could be. I mean, maybe it was RC. Who knows?
I was going to say RC or maybe a Lipton iced tea.
But it seems like a bunch of sodas.
A bunch of something you don't want him spilling
in
right
this
now.
clear bag. Yeah. And the bag, I don't know how this man did it, but the bag is tight. The bag is like...
So you say a clear bag is like a clear shopping bag?
Yeah,
Or
a clear shopping bag.
like tied up in a knot up top?
Full of soda.
Like...
where you can see the bubbles.
So it's definitely carbonated.
It's definitely carbonated because you can see the bubbles. He's just got like a bag of soda. I feel like I've told you about something like this happening before because I know one time I was around this dude whose soda spilled in his bag and then it was like full of soda. But this is
that one I remember. But this is pre-spilled in the bag. This is intentionally poured in the bag.
No, this is intentionally all in the bag. There's nothing in this bag but soda,
and especially in a shopping bag too, and then like tied up like a bindle sack.
Yeah, in a knot
to hop the rails.
Yeah, in a knot. There's just this huge bag.
That's wonderful.
Of soda, and basically, he's not like being careless with it. I need to point that out. It's not like this dude
This is precious cargo.
Yeah, it's not like this dude is trying to be reckless and dangerous with this bag, right? Not threatening anybody with the bag, anything, but. He's walking up and down the train car. And so everyone that's on the train car for more than a couple stops is noticing that this is a bag of soda.
It's hard to not notice, I would gather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all just get tennis ball eyes. You know, like in a Wimbledon match where you see the heads go, like we're all just watching the bag go back and forth because everyone is perplexed where it's like, okay, so is this bag about to pop or spill or whatever, right?
Yeah. And then after that is then just why. Why and how.
We're all you're
I'm gonna have to clear the music that drives by every now and then. Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike because of the random vehicles driving by.
I think it needs to be more than 3 seconds to be a copyright issue.
It does, I think we're safe.
Unless somebody just parks, decides to yell up, and you hear nothing but the new Pusha T album.
And then I just, we'll yell out then and be like, can you guys put on something royalty free, please? Thank you.
Just some jazz, please.
Some jazz, some itsy bitsy spider, some.
That's not going to help us.
Happy birthday over and over again.
Maybe.
That only became public domain a few years ago.
So there's this bag.
Sure.
And in the bag is like swashing. So it's not like it's tight to the point where there's no movement of the liquid.
That would be very impressive.
It would be.
If it was airtight in a bag like that.
If it was just a bubble with handles, that'd be fire.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. It's almost that, but there's just enough room for a little bit of swashing.
He has not perfected it yet.
And so he's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and we're just wondering whose day is going to be ruined. Because when this bag goes, it's gonna take a couple people with it.
This is an unfortunate game show.
It's getting to the point where as he's pacing back and forth, and it looked like, I don't know if this is going to make sense, but he looks like someone who would have a bag of soda. Like I don't know how better to describe it, except he looks like a person who would have a bag of liquid that is tied up, and he's gonna open it and I guess pour it on his head later, or just stab it with a straw and go to town.
Boy, that would be the best if he if he just pulled out and then drank the whole bag.
Yeah,
would be amazing. But no,
people do that with they don't stab it, but sometimes you can catch somebody with like a box wine, which is basically just a bag of wine. Just
those little ones.
Yeah, just
Oh, for sure. Know? Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's meant for that. You can do that, but not your homemade soda Capri Sun that you've made. But here's the thing: I'm trying to imagine what he looks like, and I have an idea, but I have a feeling if I saw him, I'd be like, okay.
Also, should point out, there was a point where when I saw him with the bag, I obviously saw the carbonation, the bubbles, everything, but there was a split second where I was like, that man is, like, I thought there was a bag of pee, and I thought that he was very sick. Because if your pee is carbonated, you have too much cola.
Well, and it's that dark too. That man is dehydrated.
That man is dying.
That man, I don't know how he filled a bag by being that dehydrated.
I honestly think he must be taking this bag to the doctor to be like, listen,
this is how much comes out, and it's this color.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Also, it's fizzy. So
it's fizzy too.
If you can tell me what new thing I have, that would be great. And so basically, we're watching this dude up and down, up and down, up and down, and then finally this guy gets on with an umbrella. And just perfectly, as this dude is shaking out and tying up the strap of the umbrella and turning around, he turns into the guy with the bag of soda. And you know the little spikes that are completely unnecessary on umbrellas?
Yeah.
You know those things that don't help stop the rain at all? I don't know why there's spiked ends to every umbrella that's ever been invented.
The Mad Max part of the umbrella. Yeah.
And
you never know.
He turns in and the whole bag just goes. So it's like it
so clearly a thin bag too. Took barely any.
I think it is exactly one Walgreens bag that this dude has filled with soda. I'm surprised it wasn't dripping.
Yeah. That's the thing. If it was that ready to pop by being just touched by an umbrella.
Yeah, so he touches with the umbrella, the thing starts to go. And a bunch of people shoot up and walk away from the splash zone. But that guy that was I felt so bad for the guy with the umbrella because he literally has it so he doesn't get wet. And now this dude's calves are covered in cola.
Now he's wet and sticky, which you don't get from the rain.
Yeah. Now he needs rain.
Yeah. Now he's going to go outside and he's like, fuck, I really wish it was raining.
Now he's just going to go outside, back of the leg first, moonwalking in the rain to try and get some of this sticky out. Because this guy doesn't know what it is. This guy just got on the train. 1 second, let me check on him.
That's all right. Dog break.
Should we pause the video since it's going to get weird when I get
Sure. I'll just say dog break.
Okay, 1 second.
We're back from the dog break.
Yeah. What was I even talking about? Oh, the bag.
Yeah, we actually took a break on a cliffhanger there. What will happen next with the bag of soda? Stay tuned.
So the bag explodes like...
It popped. It didn't just leak?
No, it didn't just leak.
Because that would have been very funny.
Because
he would have tried to catch it and it would have still been dripping, and then another one would have poked open.
My man, this dude's bag.
This was a water balloon, soda balloon.
It really split. And so then it just is rushing. And
Honestly,
a torrent, if you will.
Honestly, more full than I gave it credit for.
He got a lot of soda in that bag.
He got so much soda in the bag that like so much came out it felt like a cartoon. Like so much came out that I was like, how is it still? And then the guy feeling it is terrified. Like
yeah,
this is a true nightmare to just have something like
wet
warm
on the subway,
and sticky.
Warm.
Yeah.
Was this heated up?
I mean, I don't think
Soda?
it was heated up, but if you're walking around with a bag of soda, I can't
summer all
imagine
day.
you're keeping it cold.
Yeah, that's fair. So he filled this a while ago, and then which would be impressive if he had it all day, and this is the first trouble he's run into.
Yeah.
Or maybe the initial trouble was why it ended up in the bag. He was carrying a 12-pack, and then they all burst somehow.
I don't know who I feel worse for. Because if you're carrying a bag of soda, that means it's your only option. You don't have another container, you'd use it.
And it also means that soda is important to you. Mm-hmm. This soda means a lot.
I'd like to think he made it himself.
That's a whole other upsetting scenario. That this is his homemade soda. He finally had the meeting with the big soda company for them to sample his flavor. And he didn't realize, like, I just ran out of my last bottle.
I just ran
what
my
do
last
I have?
bottle. Maybe they like plastic flavor.
I need to get down there so they can sample it and it can be in stores. Oh, no!
And so then, basically, that guy freaks out. A bunch of people jump away. It reminded me of, remember when we saw that lady throw up?
I think about it every day.
It was exactly like that, where people calmly ran away.
Just
like
they
calmly rushed away.
Yeah, because that lady vomiting was that she just did it very calmly, and we're all like, well, all right, this is what's happening. We'll all scoot.
I know we've talked about it on the podcast
We
before,
absolutely have.
But what I love about that lady vomiting is that she went there, sat down with just a bunch of meat she just bought.
Yeah, because it looked like
She had a bunch of ground turkey.
She just had like some sort of. It didn't seem like the bag she bought it out of either, right?
No,
that also seemed like just a bag of meat.
Yeah.
That was she eating? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And that's why she threw up. You're not supposed to eat raw ground beef on a moving train.
I mean, too many stories converge in New York. Like, every place should have one of these people. You know? There should be a soda guy in one state. There should be a meat lady in another state. They can't all be here.
Well, this is where they come from. Then they spread out from here.
Yeah, it's really upsetting.
And then, like, now you just have a train full of soda, too. Because now that whole area is just wet.
Oh, yeah. Everyone that's been to or lives in New York knows what I mean when this happens. It doesn't happen every day, thank God. But there will be a time where you're on the train and someone's bottle or can has spilled. And so now we're all with our eyes watching the trail, the uneven trail that the liquid makes. And you're checking, is that liquid coming to me? Is it taking a left? Is it going straight?
Yep.
And
I wish I was better at physics. Wish I knew more about fluid dynamics to know where this is going to go.
I don't know how that would help in this situation.
I feel like you could look at it, now you could have an idea of maybe what grooves,
Yeah, that's also when you know you've been taking the train too much, when you're like, oh, we at Hoyt Skimmerhorn, this liquid about to take a left. No one wants to be that well versed in something that nasty. But the train was full of, like, I had to get on a different car, which I should have done.
Yeah, but
earlier, but I wanted to see the end.
Exactly. No,
I just wanted to see it pop. That's why we all stayed on.
Absolutely.
We were like, who fills a bag with that much liquid and gets away with it?
Because honestly, even yourself, you're like, even if it's me, this is going to be a hell of a story. Like,
yeah.
But like, yeah, that's, of course you stayed to see if it was going to pop.
I mean, if it
That's
was
why
me, I think I'd be in jail. I don't think I would just let someone leak hot soda all over me and not lay hands on them.
So you would have beaten the man with your umbrella.
I think I would have tried to choke him.
Wow.
I think
wow.
I'm not a violent person, but it's so random that I think you're allowed to lay hands at that point.
It's so random. You're allowed a random act of violence.
It's actually so odd and so rare that I think even a monk would be like, I renounce all violence except if I'm on a train and someone splits a bag of hot cola all over my ankles. Then I can go to town on them.
I am against violence unless you fucking spill on me, and then it's on.
Then it's on.
Otherwise, I will not crush a fly, but I will not be sticky.
Yeah. I won't even be mean to a cat, but if you get cola all over my calves, it's over, kid. I'm going to jail.
So then what was, I know then everyone like left. How sad was the soda man?
No, he was disappointed.
I was absolutely. Did he just sit there with his torn bag, just looking at
No.
and just that sad Charlie Brown music comes in.
That dude screamed no way too loud. And then that was sort of it.
Was it a short no, or was it like a no?
It was pretty long.
Oh, good. It was a good
being,
dramatic no.
It stopped being no and then just started being screaming.
Oh, that's a good no. No.
Yeah. It was wild. I was not a fan at all. Because now it's wet, sticky, and loud in here. I was so upset.
By the way, I'm filming a new special. It's going to be called Wet, Sticky, and Loud. That's going to be the title.
Sounds great.
How did Umbrella Man react? I mean, obviously he was disappointed. Did he shout or did he?
He was also screaming.
He was also screaming.
Yeah. For him, you have to keep in mind that for him, he's just got on the train and he's closed his umbrella.
Yeah.
And then he feels however that soda felt. I just made it hot in my head. Maybe it wasn't hot.
Either way, if you step onto a train and the first thing that happens is your legs get wet, you just have to assume someone is pissing on you.
And so
you've walked into a current of piss.
Because he looked dry, you could see his brain break for a second.
Oh, absolutely.
Where he's like, no, I'm inside. How am I getting this wet inside?
I didn't see a bunch of water flow out, so I surely didn't step into.
There's no way this should be happening.
Yeah.
And then he turned around, he saw the bag, and he just started screaming. But he was screaming more like, what the hell, what the hell, what the hell?
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure that he wants to say, what is that?
Yeah.
What did you just get on me?
Yeah.
But his brain probably can't even put that together.
Because, I mean, it's in his shoes. Like,
I honestly.
It's legit everywhere.
Josh, I didn't even think about it being in his shoes. I was literally only thinking of it on the legs. And now his shoes are filled with soda.
Yeah.
And he just has to just walk his way.
Yeah. Yeah.
To, I think, a fire to throw his clothes and shoes into.
Just do a duck
for
walk
safety.
home. I hope he was going home. That'd be terrible if he was
he's on the way to
his
work.
way to dinner.
Oh no, I've got a hinge date.
Yeah.
And I have to explain why from the knee down I'm wet and making squelching sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the third thing.
Yeah.
The third thing was I feel bad because I laughed at this really hard and I shouldn't have. Because everybody's different.
Right.
So I shouldn't have laughed, but it was my first reaction. Basically, I was on the train platform now, and this person was using the elevator that's on the train. Now, not every station is wheelchair accessible, but a lot of them are, so you can use the elevator. Some parents use the elevator for their stroller.
Yeah.
So, this woman...
For the ones who don't want the kids to have a really fun ride.
Yeah. 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 For people who want unshaken baby.
Wee!
So, this woman walks out of the elevator, which is already... I'm always surprised when the elevator opens because I'm surprised that anyone would take it. Like, I actually think it would be cleaner to just crawl up the steps. than to be in that elevator.
Right.
Because that elevator is now a closed space of nastiness.
Yeah.
And a tight closed space.
And they don't move quick either. You get in and they sit there for a second.
If you smell something, you're going to be smelling it for a while.
That is your smell now.
And so this lady gets off the elevator and she's pushing the stroller along. I don't know what bump she hit. I don't know. I did not see what caused this, but her stroller starts to tip to the side. And as it's tipping, she doesn't seem to be paying attention to the tip. So as it's tipping, she's still just pushing, but there's definitely been a bounce on the left side to where it's like, it looks like it's about to go. And then she essentially just starts letting it fall over, and it's not until her hands are maybe like a little too at an angle, like just a little too curved,
right,
that she realizes like, oh, it's going. And so then she tries to save it. But whatever's in the carriage already starts spilling out. So it looks like this kid is about to fall out from the overcorrection.
Okay, the way you worded that, I was just like, whatever is in the carriage. It's like, and that is also soda.
Yeah. It'd be amazing if that was also just a bag of soda.
A carriage full of soda.
This is what people do now. We just haven't caught on.
Listen, we're trying to save the environment. Okay, we're getting rid of plastic. So now, sorry, you got loose soda now.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
No more bottles, just plastic bags.
You bring what you got.
Those aren't worse at all. Those aren't somehow less reusable.
Well, you're reused. Yeah, exactly. You're bringing them in.
Mm-hmm.
You go down to the soda store, get whatever container filled, and then you can go home. We'll fill whatever you got.
Yeah. Yeah.
We charge by weight here at this store.
So then overcorrects. It looks like the baby is gonna tip out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
A different lady who sees the whole thing happen screams because now the baby's about to like hit the platform.
Jeez.
And once a baby hits the platform, you're done with that baby.
Jesus, Josh.
No, but I'm saying that's an unusable baby now. Like, tell me that's a level of germs that baby's encountered now that'll never be the same.
Oh, you're going off of germs. I thought we were going off of, the
what?
The impact.
No. If a baby's face touches a platform floor on the train, that's going to be a different person now.
Our priority. Well, yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. That's going to be.
No. You're not wrong, but you're right, but for the wrong reason.
I'm just saying. It's like
I'm just saying they have soft heads. Is where I'm coming.
I wouldn't
from.
even talk like this if when I was a baby, my face had touched the floor of the platform on the train. God. I'd be a hardened individual. I'd have a deeper voice. I would, like, you're gonna have a different life because just the film alone that's on the platform of the train.
Ugh.
You've basically been kicked in the face by every shoe in New York if you let your face touch the platform and you're a baby.
Right.
To be fair, if you're a baby and your face touches the platform, it's only up from here. You know what I mean? You're not going to have a worse life than that.
You just had the worst moment of your life. But you might not be old enough to know it, to appreciate that you've already had rock bottom.
Never mind knowing it. It's happened. You're never going to have something this bad happen again.
Right. But then someone's got to remind you.
Yeah.
You know.
And so then this other lady screams. The woman stops trying to overcorrect the stroller now and just goes to try to catch the baby.
Oh.
Hopelessly behind on the hands. The hands were not fast enough. And then you actually hear like a slight splat. And then people start running up to her, and it's a dog.
It wasn't a baby in the carriage? It was a dog?
No, this is a puppy.
Okay.
She had a dog in the carriage.
Okay.
The entire time.
Okay.
And the way that some people lost concern and the way that some people got angrier was amazing to watch.
I bet I can tell you racially
who felt what.
Yeah, I can tell you exactly what camps.
The amount of people, because we're also only talking about like 5-7 people, so it's not like the entire train ran to check on this woman.
Yeah.
But the amount of people that ran up and like It happened to me as well because I didn't run, but I just was walking towards see if they needed help. And I wish I could see the face I made before I realized it was a dog. Because when you think it's a baby and it's a dog, it messes with your brain in a way that you're not even registering the little like limbs that you're seeing.
Yeah. And
because as I got closer, I was like, this is a hairy baby.
That's what touching the floor does is
you immediately morph. That's one of the Animorphs. It's just train kids.
That's what they have in the prequel they did to Animorphs. They get the power by licking a subway floor is what happens.
And so I'm like, even as I'm kind of like walking over there, like, I'm embarrassed to say I didn't run to help. But even as I'm sort of lightly strolling over to see if anybody needs help or, like what the damage is, anything, I'm just seeing now, because it was still as well, which didn't help because now
that's a jarring visual.
Yeah. And it doesn't seem hurt because when it gets up, it just shakes and it's
a puppy,
fine.
And it's just like, what happened?
Yeah. But for us, we're like, oh my gosh, that baby.
Oh no, that furry baby died.
Oh no, that ugly baby. Like it's like the order that things went was like, oh no, that baby. Then it was, oh no, that ugly baby. Then it was, oh no. And then it was, oh. And then for some people it was,
and then if you're white, it was, oh.
Mm-hmm. Like one guy got particularly mad at her. Like she did drop a baby.
Like she tipped it on purpose, or
no? He was like being weird about it. It's like, it's okay. Like he was like checking on it, but he was like weird with her. Mm-hmm. And then some people didn't even make it far enough to, I guess, really see that it was a puppy. As soon as they saw something get up on 4, they were like, I don't want any part of that.
Nope, this lady's got a carriage full of rats. I'm out of here.
But yeah, the amount of people that switched.
That's
like, it wasn't half, but it was like 3. And I was not one of them.
No.
Like I actually, sadly, I kept the same amount of care the entire time. Like for me, I was like,
yeah, Josh, you maybe lived here a little too long.
Yeah, because for me, I was like, oh no, that baby fell. Because I've seen babies fall before.
Like that?
Like this wasn't a tall, like it's not like a Tom and Jerry tall stroller or anything. It's just
Tom and Jerry stroller.
Do you know the ones that look like they're from the 50s? Yeah, really high.
Yeah, the old school. Oh, I can't think of the.
It wasn't one of those.
They have a specific name, don't they?
So it's literally like dropping it 1.5 feet.
So it was like an actual, like a modern baby stroller where it's like just like a little seat you're pushing.
Yeah. So I was like, oh,
that's
no.
already not made for dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
No wonder the dog fell out of it.
No wonder that white guy was mad.
Don't do that. Just walk it.
Yeah.
It's got so many legs. Mm-hmm. It can walk.
Its paws are made for dirt.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That one was a roller coaster. I'll say that. That was a journey of a story. I felt like I fell out of a baby carriage.
Yeah. Hopefully our listeners are still with us and not like you lost me at baby carriage.
That's the thing. I do want to know if some turned it off the second you were like, this baby carriage was tipping.
Yeah.
Probably when you said, then you can't use that baby anymore. So maybe they're like, okay, this is a story. This is a story about a baby getting injured.
No, I'm just saying it's like that's a different kid. It's a hardened child now.
Yeah, sorry. That kid's the parent now. Sorry,
yeah.
You answer to it. Should we open up the mailbag, my dude?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that. I do want to go to. We got some Instagram questions that were sent to me. Hi, Logan. This is probably a really weird thing to do because I don't know you or Josh personally, but I find myself in need of advice. We don't really get asked like straight up advice a lot.
Yeah.
So I thought this would be interesting to see how we fuck this up. You and Josh talk about relationships a lot on the podcast. I really love the show. I listen to the episodes on repeat because they help make me feel less anxious when my thoughts are swirling. I'm also the one who wrote in with the story about the class hamster that got eaten by the class snake.
Killing him. Yeah.
Killing him. So, this is a little personal, but I've been with someone, we both really like each other, but we have some love language clashes that keep making things hard. So I guess what I'd like to ask is, how do you know that it's worth the struggle to stay with someone? Is it normal to have to continually work on things? As someone with anxiety, do you have it about your relationship even though it's a strong one? Also, I'm a total stranger, and I understand if you and Josh don't want to answer these.
Do you want to go first?
If you got something, go for it.
Oh, okay.
This will be fun to answer too with my girlfriend staring at me. So this will be a very interesting experiment for me.
I personally don't believe in love languages. I
really thought he was just going to end at love, and I was going to be like, "Whoa!"
No, I think it was a.
We've talked about that before too. That neither of us are really.
Yeah, because my thing is, at the end of the day, no one actually has to be nice to you, and so when someone is kind to you in the way that they are best able or best know how to be kind, it's actually a really dickish thing to be like, yeah, but it's not the way I like it. It's like, that's wild. Like if someone, I understand that not every gift is going to be received in the way that was intended, and not every gesture is going to be understood in the way that was intended. But you can't tell me that it's not actually kind of a pretty bad move to be getting all of something from someone and then be like, yeah, but it's not the one I want, so it doesn't count. That's kind of wild. Like, I'm not saying that that's what this person is doing.
Right.
I'm just saying that what quickly happened with love languages, it started out as a good way to almost like a fun little personality test and a good way to communicate.
And like a shorthand that you could have to kind of to classify some things.
Yeah.
Which, for that, it was okay.
And what it quickly turned into was a way for a lot of people to be kind of bratty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I just and I think that my and I could be wrong about this, but I find that like it is a way to sidestep appreciation and like gratitude for the person, even if that's not what you like. Just like I'm not even talking about your relationship or anything. I'm saying in the world, imagine a world where someone comes home to because we have these like physical touch, acts of service,
gift giving,
all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
Imagine a person comes home to a fully cooked meal and their favorite movie on cue to watch, and their reaction is, "It's not a blowjob though." That's not a good person. That's not that like, and I worry that more and more people are going to fall into that type of thinking, even though it's not exactly that. Because to me, love languages have quickly been like overused. It's kind of how people self-describe as whatever the hot thing is that year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's sometimes it's I don't know. It's like almost like a. I think we talked about this too when we did the relationship quiz episode that we did, where it is kind of a step right next to like astrology, where it's like, oh, you were born during this month, we're not going to get along, and it's like, well, you haven't even met me yet.
Yeah, and also we don't know, like for the love language thing, I'm sure that the best of each one of those things is too dope to turn down. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if I love a person and my act of service is taking them for a weekend to their favorite city on a private jet, I don't think they're going to be like, it's not physical touch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, and I want to, so I'm going to take a slight counterpoint. I agree with what you're saying, but also on the other side of that, of the clash of love languages, where I agree with you that like, to me, they don't mean the same thing they do to some people, whatever. But I have been in the relationship where I have dated someone and told them, be like, hey, please stop just giving me presents all the time. Like, I don't really want all this stuff. But they're like, but it's my love language. And so they just kept doing it. Like when you hit that point, then yes, it can become an issue. So like if they're not respecting you saying like, oh, I would prefer this. If you guys have talked about it and there's not a mutual respect to how each other, because sometimes I think people get focused so much on what love languages are and how they show it, but don't always consider how it's received to other people.
Yeah.
It's more about like, well, this is how I show love, so you have to be okay with it. It's like, well, yeah, but sometimes it's too much. Some people don't like public, PDA or anything.
Sure.
Or they like a lot of alone time or whatever, and that's a balance you have to find. So I think if they're not respecting it, then yeah, I think that's an issue.
Yeah, that then lends itself to a different thing than what I'm talking about specifically.
No, and I know what you mean. I was just yeah. But as also the thing too of like, do relationships take a lot of work? Do they continue being work? Yeah. Not in like it shouldn't be like a fight every day. It shouldn't be like, I think we've got to this point because I think it's particularly our generation. We were kind of the last generation with parents who were just like, you just stay together, okay? It was like the generation before us was the first ones who started like actually divorcing if things weren't good. You know what I mean? But before that, it wasn't really...
Yeah.
You just stayed together and you're just like, yeah, marriage sucks and you just have to deal with it. Okay. There was a lot of that. And I think our generation went the counterpoint of trying to be like, you know what, but everyone has their own thing. But a lot of us convinced ourselves that relationships don't take work. And they do. You're living with a person.
Yeah.
You are spending all of your time with another human being who is completely different from you. Even if you're similar, they're a completely different person. Yeah. You're going to clash. You're going to have issues. But it's how you resolve the issues,
Yeah, I think.
Hi, Jess.
I think that for a good portion of it, the other thing to keep in mind with your overall question is that I think I've talked about this on podcasts before and with friends before, but to me, the world overall is, especially if you talk about like, I don't know if they're writing in from the States or not, but a lot of the world is easier to live in than it's ever been, right? So you used to have to hunt or farm, you used to have to like worry about a harvest, you used to have to plan more to eat.
I'm excited to see where this point goes.
But like being in an interpersonal relationship is as hard as it's ever been. So it's as hard to raise a child as it's ever been, and it's as hard to stay with a person as it's ever been. But as the other things get so much easier and easier and easier, now the distance between like being in a relationship and staying in one and the other hard things that you have to do in your day is actually getting further and further away, if that makes sense. And because of that, there's almost a lack of practice with doing hard things that then makes it feel like, oh, wow, if this thing is such an inconvenience in my life, maybe I should just get rid of it. Because a lot of inconveniences to our lives do either get solved or we get rid of them, whether it's through like money or the way we do things. So you used to have to walk. If you want to get there, you got to walk. Then we had horses. Then we had cars. Then you had to have a car. Now it's, I need to get over there and I don't want to take the train or the bus or what. I'm just going to order an Uber.
Let me use my magic pocket computer and have a driver come get me.
Yeah. But another person not understanding what you're saying when you try to tell them as plainly as possible is as hard as it's ever been.
Right.
So that's staying the same. And and I'm not saying people's lives aren't hard or because we have tech it's not it's an easy life. I'm just saying that so many problems are getting solved all day, and little problems, things that you might not even consider a real problem. You don't even have to think about. You can now order something. You can get you don't even have to read the manual and put the bookshelf together. You can hire a TaskRabbit and they'll come to your house and put it together for you. I'm saying that the thing of raising a person or being in a relationship, those things are still very difficult.
Oh, for sure.
And that threshold is getting harder and harder for anything in your life to match with outside of maybe work stuff.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, we focus more on, I guess being more mentally healthy in relationships than we ever used to. That used to never be a conversation about how to like maintain your mental health in a relationship.
It used to literally just be, do they hit?
Yeah.
And then that's
And then
it.
the
It's
next
like,
question was a lot.
Yeah.
And then
it's like, bro, she not hitting you. She all right.
yeah.
You know?
So it was always that. So I think now this is the first time we're in like human history, we're like really taking the time to be like, oh, is my mental health good around this person? People used to never ask themselves that question. It was just like, I'm with this person and that is how it is.
Yeah.
Is how that used to be.
It used to just be, I cry after I cook, and that's just life.
Yeah, and I guess that's what it is, huh?
It's like, oof.
Another day. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I think also with that, and that's a good thing. I'm not saying that is a bad thing. That is a good thing that we're doing. I think we don't quite, it's kind of like you said, we just don't know how to balance that yet. And so I think sometimes when we realize like, oh, this relationship's kind of stressful, I should probably just get out of it. And it's like, and sometimes, yes, I'm not going to say like, you should stay in all of them. No, like, yeah, get out of it if it's like you feel bad all the time, especially if if the person comes home and that elevates you and makes you feel bad, yeah, that's probably your sign. But if it's like, oh, when we're working on issues, I'm stressed out. Well, yeah, that is going to be stressful. That's going to be a stressful thing. And sometimes, though, that's very much... Sorry, just got something in my eye. Ow. Sometimes that is very much worth the stress. If I can go ahead, since you're here, to use us as an example, like, yeah, we've had some, not like issues of necessarily fighting, but like where we want to end up, where we want to move, career stuff, whatever. Yes, sometimes that leads to a lot of stress. We've had, not too long ago, we had like a whole week where we were just stressed out. We weren't necessarily fighting, but we were just stressed. And then we talked more about it, and we not only talked more about what we wanted together, but we wanted more, even just personally on our own. And honestly, over that, I feel like we got over the hump. We found something that felt good to both of us. And now I feel like we're more confident than we were before that. So sometimes it is worth dealing with those hard discussions.
Yeah. I mean,
Jess, huh? Thoughts?
I agree with that.
She agrees with that.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes a hard thing is just better to do. That doesn't mean stay with someone if it doesn't feel right. It doesn't mean that you have to put up with anything that's toxic. But the payoff of fixing things, especially when something is good, is like it's hard to compare with.
Yeah,
it's
you feel it's like a team pride. You're like, we did that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Go Wolverines. Like, you get really excited. We call ourselves the Wolverines.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
We don't. But I will say, too, in this message, it sounds like it's something that you guys are talking about. So you're already in a great place. If you weren't talking about any of this at all, then you might have
You'd
an
also
issue.
be sending a different message. You'd be like, hey, how do I get out? How do I do it in the middle of the night, or when should I leave?
Yeah. Do you guys have a couch I can crash on?
Yeah.
That would be a totally different thing. So we hope that helps. Again, I don't know.
Yeah, if anything that I said
I got
helped.
divorced at 25, so maybe don't listen to anything I say, too. Maybe that, too. Let me just put that out there.
Yeah, but I also, I feel like if I said anything that helped, like definitely grab some of that. If something I said didn't make sense, guys, I brought up horses at one point. So just like whatever worked, use it, and whatever.
We're staying by a horse, I think, is what we're leaning on. You should get a horse.
If you buy a horse together, it'll bring you together. Can you imagine a horse in a studio apartment in New York just kicking TVs?
It's like the people who try to get a dog, be like, this might, fix things between us. Now make that dog
a horse
15 times larger.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely won't be focused on your problems. You'll be focused on not getting kicked.
Just motion, maybe a mini horse. Yeah, that would be so much better to still have in your apartment.
Yeah.
Let's do one more. I know we're running a little long here, but since we're crushing it on the advice front, this ties back to an interaction we had at one of our recent live virtual shows.
Okay.
So this is from sometimes I get confused when the email is one name, but then they use a different name, and it takes me a second to register what I'm doing. But this is from Naya, and the title of this email is Advice. And hi, Josh and Logan. This is Naya, a.k.a. the girl whose grandfather yelled at you all about tattoos. Yeah, we got her grandpa yelled scripture at us about tattoos during the live virtual show.
And he went for a bit.
He was very adamant that you should not have that on your skin. I jokingly said someone had a tattoo in their mouth, and he went, oh no. Just sitting in the background on a couch. So those live shows are very fun. But I never got to ask my actual questions, which wasn't about tattoos. I think they asked about tattoos when the grandpa walked in.
And he just heard him and he just went.
He just went. But so I've been living with my grandparents for almost a year, and I love them. I do, but I can't do it for too much longer without losing my mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, surprising. I have found a job and a place in New Jersey, but I don't know how to tell them. I am supposed to be leaving in the beginning of August. What should I do? Thanks in advance if you can still help a bit, but if you can't, thanks. P.S. Josh, we really need to have a discussion about your first tattoo. I'm thinking Logan's initials, Naya. I could not agree more. Either my face or...
Whatever you do when you tell your grandparents, do it lovingly and without a tattoo. Like, I feel like if you do it with a tattoo
I disagree. I think tattoo it on your arm, I'm moving out. I think is what you should get.
That's going to be too much for them. All right.
Well, they might be focused on the tattoo part. Then the news will be, it'll kind of soften the blow.
Yeah, you're just trying to get her kicked out.
I'm kidding.
You're trying to get her kicked out so that it's easier to move to New Jersey.
I mean, I know this makes it maybe tougher because you do have this like deadline at which you do, and maybe you've already done it. I don't know. But like, you already have it in motion. You already have the place. You have the job. So even if they're not okay with it, you still get to do it. Mm-hmm. And I know it doesn't necessarily make it better, but you at least now have that. You get to know that in your head that like, well, no, I'm already doing it. And that's part of when you tell them, you're like, well, I've already made. Not only have I made this decision, I've already put all the gears in motion for this. And so I hope you guys can be okay with it. Mm-hmm. But this is what I'm doing next. Mm-hmm. And they may not take it well. They may not. And I think a hard thing, especially with with parents, with grandparents, the hardest thing is like, yeah, they might not take it well, but it's not really up to them. And that sucks. I mean, but they love you, so they'll come back around.
Also, who knows? They might be excited, like not in a way that they don't want you around, but just in a way of like, okay, this is nice. It's gonna be different, but it's also nice. It's nice to have your place with your partner, but it's also nice to have family there. But
really build up the excitement of the opportunity, maybe. Yeah, and you might be able to hype them up too.
Yeah,
of being like, this is good for you. You seem really excited.
They'll be like, get out now.
Yeah, go.
Leave.
Why wait till August? Mm-hmm. Go wait in front of the place.
Yeah.
Go do it.
Well,
and especially, it also sounds like you haven't lived with them like forever. You said about the last year.
Yeah, so they're also used to not living.
Yeah, they know a life without you there. Yeah. So it'd be weird if now they're like, nope, you're never leaving now.
And then they lock the door. Thanks so much, Naya, for writing in. We appreciate you.
And we hope that helped. I'm not sure. That one, I'm not sure if we helped.
I'd love to have a talk with your grandfather.
He seemed great, actually.
Yeah, he seems really fun. He seems like one of those dudes that's exhausted with stuff, and he's done holding his tongue about it.
Well, that was the thing, too. As much as he did just start yelling Bible quotes at us, at the end, we started just kind of messing with him, and he was also, like, playful back. Yeah. Because I told him, I said, hey, come to Iowa, and he's like, I'll be there. So it's like, he obviously also has a joy and a sense of humor. So hopefully,
if they take it poorly, just tell them you're joking.
Yeah, and then just come August, you won't be there.
Yeah, and then just move. Well, thanks so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. We had a great time recording. I hope you had a great time listening. If you are looking up to catch.
If you're looking up to catch. If you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on Instagram, at Josh Johnson on Twitter, Josh J Comedy on Facebook, and Josh Johnson Comedy on YouTube and TikTok, where we're going to be posting clips of the show. And if you're looking for Logan, you can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into the mailbag, you can either send me messages there because we read them, or you can email us, joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. you can also join our Patreon. We have bonus podcasts and videos and live virtual shows. Patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We also have this month a live, an in-person one, a not on computer one, a human one in a room.
Yeah.
Union Hall, that is July, 27th, that Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, July 27th, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Tickets are still available. If you are in the area, come out. The one we did last year was incredibly fun. I'm super excited to do this one. And then right after that, we're in Philly. So if you're in that area, catch us. We're doing 3 nights? Yeah, 3 nights.
Yep.
The Punchline in Philly.
Also, this is just for YouTube, little thing. Click on other videos. They'll be popping up over here, over here.
Oh,
over
are we
here,
doing that
over
now?
here,
We're
over
doing
here,
the-
over here, over here, over here, over here,
Right
and
here.
have a great week. We appreciate you. Over here, over here, over here.
Let me just put another arm around my buddy.
don't
Let me
do
just
that.
come on.
Don't
Let's
do
go.
that.
It's a nice
Don't
picture
do
of the
that.
two of us. Come on.
Don't do that.
Hey.
Over here, over here,
Over here.
over
Right here. Right here. Right here.
over here.
I love you.
We can stop recording.
Wow. Wow. Left me hanging. Say it.
I'll never say
Say it
on
in-
the record.
He's said it before.